Hey y'all, my nieces just called me. Literally, I have not talked to them in a couple of weeks, so I had to talk to them real quick because they were trying to look for their dad. He was in the shower. Um, but yes, y'all, I wanted to go live tomorrow because it's Friday, so I figured like everybody would be off work. Well, not off work, but get off work, chill out, relax, and then we can go live. By the way, I'm wearing this Savage X Fenty pajama set, and it is super comfortable. Literally also just got out the shower. But yes, y'all, we are live in my closet. Cause I was like, we're not about to be oh yes, y'all. Let me bring the light even closer. One thing I love is some good lighting. So I was like, let me sit in front of this mirror because I have not utilized this mirror since I first bought it. This is the first live of the new year, so we gotta come correct. Can y'all hear me? I got that heater on. Y'all know I do not be playing about the heat. And I got my Stanley cup. I just filled it up with some ice cold water. I absolutely love this cup. Let me tell y'all why I love the cup. Because I've had cups before. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn the heat off. Hold on. Let me turn it off. Oh, because I get to run in my mouth. And got this candle right here. Got all these lights on. And I got this wig, as y'all can see. This video, because they already was like, can you put a video? I said, I still got to put my clip-in video out. I put the reel out, but I didn't put the actual video out. My skin is looking so fucking good, y'all. The products I have been using, everything, but that's not about what we're talking about right now. What we were saying was, I don't even remember. Y'all know I got short-term memory loss. Let me not put that on myself. Hey, Charnel. Hey, what is this? Dalbay? You said you on time today. Shirley Hartnett. Hey, you know what? It's so crazy. Shirley, my 10th grade teacher who taught me world history, his name was Mr. Hartnett. Are you Mr. Hartnett's wife? Is your husband Mr. Hart? I don't even know his real. I don't know. I think his was Daryl Hartnett. Was it something like that? I told everybody I was going live, but I know everybody know I'll be late. Let me go tell everybody we here. Do a cute little boomerang. Y'all got so much stuff up on my tabs. What's all this? I don't like people all on my bed. Literally, it's 50 million tabs up here. Oh, forget it. We going live. We are live. And I need the dang on link. How do I get to the link? Y'all, so sidebar, Cat Williams has been trending. Everybody has been talking about Cat Williams. I got to get with the times because I saw it being talked about too much and it was stressing me out. So I didn't even like really watch the video in its entirety. I heard the gist of it. It's like he going in on so many different people. But Babe was telling me today, he was like, oh, he went in on Wanda from the V103 morning show last year, or was it the year before? I don't know. Recently. And I watched it and I don't know why I feel like I'm the only one who like I watched the whole segment. It was like 20 minutes. And I feel like he started with her because everybody was like, from what I'm hearing is that she started with him. And then I heard, oh, Jeremy was because when I was in the basement, he was watching the interview with Cat Williams, the one that's trending right now with the shark guy. And I heard a part of it when they brought the Wanda thing up. So that's why I asked Jeremy about it. I was like, oh, what happened? Da, da, da. And what's his name? Cat Williams was saying, oh, I had told them backstage, don't ask me about this, don't talk to me about that. And I get on there and they do the complete opposite. I don't know, maybe they edit those parts out. But I didn't see none of that stuff that they were talking about. What I saw happen was she ended up asking him, what do you cook for your kids? And upon him not answering, it got a little awkward. because he kept like kind of throwing slick jabs at her. That's what I saw. Did I really watch the right thing? Because Babe pulled it up for me. So I'm like, this got to be right. But I'm just like, I didn't see where she just like went in. Because he was like, oh, she started checking me about my sexuality. And now that's why she's canceled now. I'm like, cancel? I didn't even know she got canceled. I didn't know all this had happened. But I'm like, where the comments at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Tell me. Cat said he's dragging anybody that ever ished on his name. What? First, it also wasn't funny to me. Like, I knew people like, and I'm not a big comedy person too. Like, I don't know. Like, I like natural funny. I don't like watching comedy. I don't know. That's never interested me. Like, Wild 'N Out, I'll sit through it if I just absolutely had to. But if I see it pop up, I'm not gonna turn it on. Like comedy shows, I know Jeremy, he watches Cat Williams, and he's also watched that other guy. What's the other guy's name that be on Netflix? Dang. I can't remember that other comedian name, but I remember him, Dave Chappelle. That's his name, Dave Chappelle. He's turned him on, and I don't know. Now the only one that I really did like was Kevin Hart's, the one that was trending like years ago. And I think we had to go to the movies to see that one. I like that one. But I'm not really a comedy girl. You lost, Nicole? What you lost about? It says she was being passive aggressive. I need to go back and watch it. I didn't really get that. I felt like he was in the wrong. I feel like I gotta watch. I'm gonna go back. Hey, OC girl, I gotta go back and watch the whole thing. The one that recently happened. Now I gotta go back and watch that. But the one with Wanda, I'm like that, and I watched it twice because Jeremy had showed me. He pulled it up, and I started watching it, and I'm waiting for her to like attack him or something, and then it ended. Like I saw him doing the back and forth for her. And then it was over, and I said, well, did I miss it? Like, so I went back and watched the full thing to see like how it all started. And I'm like, well, maybe she was throwing some jabs in the beginning, and everything was going good. Like she was agreeing with him about certain stuff and just interviewing him with the other Frank Ski. Was it Frank Ski on there? I think Frank Ski. And another guy. And then she just ended up asking him about what he cooking for his kids. And then he just started being weird about it. That's what I saw. Like, I know I'm not crazy. It says, OC girl, and I was giving Kevin Hart a benefit of the doubt, but he's really not. Oh, what happened? He's not funny? Child, his interview blew up. Yes, I gotta go back. I gotta go back and watch it. I gotta go see what's going on because I feel like I be missing so much stuff, y'all. I feel like she knows his history and things he speaks on. Even her co-host was dying. Yes, the co-host was dying laughing. I felt like he was laughing at her though. Like, I didn't find it funny. It wasn't funny to me. I just felt like he was just, because he started talking. And I think it was contradictory because when I went back and watched the full thing, he was talking about, even though he was talking about light skin, because he was just like, oh, women getting judged harshly in this industry, and this is one industry you shouldn't even be getting judged based off your looks. Then he started talking about light skin, something about light skinned women in the industry. I don't forgot what he said about it, but we all know it could have probably been said. And then he came back and started talking about her weight. I was like, this was unwarranted. What the freak happened? I love me some Bernie. Now, I did used to like Bernie's show. I would watch the Bernie Mac show. That was one of the comedy shows I liked. I was not a Martin girl. I did like My Wife and Kids. Hey, Chandra. It says that interview. Yes, I saw. It says I need to watch the interview with the lady. It's called Kevin Hart. I mean, not Kevin Hart. Cat Williams Wants to Smoke. Goes in on Tiffany. So when
you cook, Cat. All right. So the thing is, with 7, you become a good cook just because you got too many.
Because he talking about I got 7 kids. I become a good cook. And then she came in saying, well, what you cook? And then he said something. I forgot what he said, but then she was like, come on, fool, tell me what you cook. And then he was weird by saying, what did he say? He was weird by saying, "Oh, don't be mad because you're not a good host because you ain't asking all the right questions." I'm like, why is he turning up on her? I don't know. I know. 19 felonies, no conviction. I saw that too. Was he playing about that? Was he playing about that? Oh, did I finish posting on my story, y'all? Oh no, because I was supposed to be giving the link. Where the link at? Where the link at? Let me go on YouTube. So it's on V103. Cat Williams wants to smoke. Type in Wanda. Cat Williams versus Wanda. And then it's gonna be the video I watched was on V103. Oh, it says you was talking about his interview with Shannon Sharp. Yeah, I just gotta go back and I don't know if I will go back and do some dang on digging, y'all. Cause honestly I don't care. I don't be caring about certain stuff. I kind of just wanted to see it since it's all viral right now. Okay, I can't even find a dang on link. How do I get to my? Let me get to this link. Let me get to this link. I gotta text it to myself. Actually, gonna be like, what the world? Okay, now we back. Now how I get back? Okay, there we go. There we go. So I had to text it to Ashley. We be texting each other the most random stuff when we trying to do other stuff. We be like, ignore, don't worry about it. But yes, y'all, it's the new year. I was tired. I'm glad I don't look well, I'm rejuvenated now, but I was not happy that the girls had to start back school. To be honest, I know a lot of parents were like, we can't wait for them. I ain't care about my kids being at the house. Y'all know my kids can be here every day, all day. Because we got three adults in rotation if we need to. Come to the live, y'all. I gotta tell the world. Come to the live, y'all. But I don't got no intro, but I couldn't procrastinate I was trying to wait. I was like, I'm not going into this new year without this intro. We just had this bomb Vlogmas intro, and then I come back with no intro. What the freak? But y'all know Babe got me a drone. He didn't crash my damn drone twice. So he had to put it up. I said, you in time out. Put my damn drone up because this don't make no sense. You don't got no warranty, no insurance on this stuff. Put my drone up. So he had to put the drone up. But he said we're going to go out tomorrow and try to get an intro. So that's what we're going to do. Cross fingers, y'all, because I got content from like here, the clip-in video. Now I got this video. So I didn't want that one of those videos to have to be first, but I'm already done. The companies then paid me. They're like, Carl, put the videos up now. So I was like, let me just hurry and put the video up. So sorry, y'all. I didn't have all the extra editing. It was a lot for me these last few days, and y'all just got to see the girl's birthday. I felt so bad because Jiya was sick. She got sick kind of like right before Christmas, like right when we was at my sister's house. She had started getting sick, and I was like, damn. I tried to avoid it as much as I could. That's why we came on here, y'all, because I wanted to talk to all the moms. We're in the process of finding another pediatrician. We kind of found one. My mom wants me to go back to my childhood pediatrician, towards the end of my childhood, because in the beginning part, that pediatrician passed away actually. But we switched to another one once he passed away. And my mom was like, oh, Dr. Such and Such is still da 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 da. And I'm like, Mom, you keep trying to get me to go to her. So we've been going to, hold on, let me get more people to the live. And then I'm going to tell y'all, we can keep talking about other stuff. Because I got energy. So, because I just took a little energy chewy. Come to the live, y'all. We cutting up. Okay, there we go. We're going to start talking about the mother stuff. It says, girl, next time you in Nashville. Oh, y'all, we ain't going to Nashville no time soon. We did not enjoy our experience. No, but we loved I loved it. I loved the ambiance of Nashville. We couldn't, and then we went to Nashville for one of their cheer competitions before too. We went to one of their cheer competitions last year down there, but we couldn't really enjoy the experience because we were cheering. But it says I love natural minded pediatrics. And yes, we about to talk about that. We about to talk about that. It says, I love Nashville. When I visited, it was really cold, but then they got my ass because as soon as I got back, because I was like, Atlanta ain't this cold. We need to get back to Atlanta. As soon as we get back to Atlanta, it's freezing here. Then it got a snow ice warning. It got all this. It got all that. So it's just been wintering. That's exact. I don't like the winter. I don't like the cold. I like the fall. I like dressing for the cold. I like layering. I love all of that. Excuse me, but I don't like being cold. So I definitely will plan on going back, but probably when it's a little bit warm outside. Because last year we went. It says, Keesha, you missed the question. What question? What question? It says she was being disrespectful though. I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'm gonna give it one more. It was only 20 minutes. I'm gonna give it one more chance, and I'm gonna really, really listen to what she was saying. I'm gonna really listen to what she was saying because I felt like it was just two comedians having banter. Like literally, I just thought he was saying shady stuff, she was saying shady stuff, and it was cringe to me because of shady stuff. It just didn't make me laugh out loud. Like I laughed more at my own jokes than I laughed at any point of that whole thing. Like I didn't think one thing he said to her was funny, not one. I was like, when is it gonna like? When does it start? Like when does the joning or whatever? Eating her up, like when does this part start? Because right now I'm just sitting here cringe. Like I don't know, I didn't like it. I don't know. But I did hear most of the interview because Jeremy was watching it. So I was doing credit repair while he was watching it. So that's why I had my ear to the T and my hands to the credit repair. But I'm gonna give it another chance. What kind of camera do you vlog with? So I have, it's not in here. I have the Sony EV10. Ma'am, Journey, turn that iPad off, Angel, in this bedtime. Bless you, love. Bless you, love. Did you go potty? Yes. It is bedtime. Jiya, turn it off, Angel. Sorry, y'all. The kids trying to sneak a little bit extra iPad time. But what was I talking about? It's bedtime, Angel. Mommy, turn the iPad still on. Okay, she's gonna turn it off, Angel. Thank you. She turned it off, but it's still on. Okay, she's gonna put it on the charger. Go put your iPad on the charger, Journey. I did. Okay, baby. Good night, Journey. Love you. Love you. Thank you, baby. Go get a good night's rest, okay? Love you. Love you. But it says I was watching an old vlog when you said you would put the girls in pageants. So I am not opposed to them doing pageants. Right now, I'm gonna have to wait. Jiya is so freaking shy. Journey is so freaking clumsy. I don't need her falling in a dress. And George just is young. I didn't start pageants that young. I think I started pageants when I was how old was I when I started? I was definitely in middle school. So we definitely, speaking of pageants, it's so crazy how the universe works. My dad literally just brought my come give me a kiss. My dad, come give me a kiss. Huh? She should be in the bed, baby. She's not. Come give me a kiss tonight. Love you. Y'all going to bed, Angel. Love you. My dad literally just brought one of my pageant dresses to the house. So it's down literally on it. I don't know why he brought it. I'm like, Daddy, why'd you bring this? I don't got no space. I don't have no freaking space for this. Jai, why you checking your stuff out in that mirror instead of closing them eyes in that bed? Jiya and Journey. Bed. No, you don't gotta worry about looking for her. In the bed. But back to the camera. That's what I was talking about. Sony EV10, but I vlogged for the last however many years I've been on YouTube with the Canon G7X. First time, if you're a first time vlogger, definitely Canon G7X. Definitely Canon G7X. I would not go and get the Sony. Even me, I'm like slipping up. I be touching stuff. Like, what? God dang it! What am I doing? Stopping stuff. I can't even do this. Can't even do that. it's definitely for a little bit more of an experienced hand. So Canon G7X, great quality. And then you have to change the lens and get better lens and this, that, and the third when you get the Sony. So it's way more costly to do that. So yeah. But anyways, I feel like we all here now. It's 9 o'clock. So what we came on here to talk about, make sure I didn't miss nothing else. Yes, it's cold here in Nashville. I got my Sunday's best coat on, y'all. The girls' playroom closet is now looking like our coat closet because they got millions of coats, and then I got millions of coats. And we got a coat for every day, dang on day of the week, touching our feet. What happened to the true crime? I'm not even gonna lie to you, Shauna. I've been watching some of these true crime girls, and I'm the type of person, like, I don't do stuff just because I see other people doing it. I genuinely like watching true crime, but I've realized that maybe my lane is just watching the true crime and not talking about the true crime. It takes a lot of time. Not that I can't do it, and I still have one video that hasn't even come out yet. So let me know if there's just one sunny day, or not sunny, but rainy day, that I don't have a video in place, I may just go ahead and drop it because it's literally still in my queue. Like, I just didn't like the storyline that much, especially compared to like the true crimes that I watch are really like, I'm like, this, like, what's going on? Like, stuff I've never heard about. I don't like just the typical, he cheated and this, like I mean, and that the story isn't just that, but it's just not as I like it. So I just never posted it. But like I said, it takes a lot of research. Like, if you watch the true crime girls, and that's their niche, they know the names, they know the dates, they know the locations, they know the favorite food, they know their childhood, they know everything, and that takes a lot of research. And I'm just like, I don't think I got the time to be doing all this, because the first video I did, I was looking and researching and looking at this article, and you got to know the facts when you're a true crime storyteller, because people are going to rely on what you're telling to be the truth. So you can't just watch one video or one article or this or that. You got to go look these people up, look at the case, watch the interviews, watch interrogations. Like, it's a lot that goes into it. So most of these people, like, this is their full-time job. Me, I got so many jobs. So long story short, I may not be able to do true crime. I may not be able to do it. But she was fired because her ex-husband went to the comedy club Cat performed at and threatened him with a gun. Oh, she was fired from what? Now, Clifford, we can get more tea now. What happened? Clifford, she was fired. What? I love fall and the winter, but like you said, I don't want to be in it. Nope, not at all. What's the name of the video? Did I give it to you? Is this late? This 9:10. I'm trying to make sure I'm not late in the comments. But then I didn't exit out trying to find something else. If you type in Cat Williams and Wanda, it's gonna pop up. Cat Williams and Wanda. No, they're not still sick. Okay, so back to the girls. Okay, so that's what we came on here. Moms, parents, guardians, anyone with little ones. I had to order in the court. I had to come and create a mother live. I wanted to talk to moms to get some feedback, some opinions, some advice. I give you guys some advice. Because a little bit of a backstory. Y'all already know, and a lot of y'all have already heard this, but I'm gonna reiterate because we doing this live. So the girls were born prematurely. Journie and Jiya were born prematurely. Jori was considered born prematurely, but we didn't declare it because she did not have any signs of prematurity when she was born. She nursed immediately, like, and the rest is history. So we didn't. She gained her. She was born 5 pounds, some ounces. Like, what was she born? 5 pounds 7. I gotta go back and look, y'all. I feel bad. But anyways, so she was good. She was good. But Journie and Jiya, obviously, the doctors told us when they were born prematurely in the hospital, they were, Jiya's lungs collapsed and feeding tubes and breathing this and a lot of other medical stuff that we didn't disclose or discuss. They were fine, but it was just stuff that happened while they were in the NICU fighting for their lives. Huh? Is somebody talking? Jiya. Who was that? It's bedtime. Journey, no ma'am. Close your eyes and go to bed. Do y'all hear me? Yes, what? Thank you. Trying to play crazy. Y'all can stay up tomorrow on Fridays. Y'all don't even like to get up. Yes, Journey being is so sweet. Jiya out the bed. Baby, put that on the sink and find your way back to that bed. Put it on the sink. You know where the sink's at. Put it on the sink and find your way back to the bed. She is out the bed talking about, Mommy, Journey brought this straw here. Girl, if you don't get your butt in that bed. But yes, so the doctors were telling me all these different things that, you know, you as a premature parent, like things that you need to do, be proactive with their health, blah, 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 blah. Since Jiya was born and had the lung, like her lungs collapsed and stuff, they immediately told us that there could be asthmatic symptoms as she aged. Now, they had extremely bad, especially Jiya, reflux as a baby because they were nursing but not latching. They were just getting my milk through me pumping. So remember when we were doing all the supplementing, and then that's when they started having really, really bad reactions. Both of them were having really, really bad reactions to Similac and what is it called? Enfamil, I think that's what it's called. And when I saw my babies coming home from the hospital, because when they came home from the hospital, they were still only 4 pounds. When they came home having crazy reflux, throwing up across the room, I didn't know what was going on, but my dad told me I did that too when I was a baby. But anyways, so I did a lot of research, and that's when we found the German formula. So we were on whole life formula, and we supplemented because I still was pumping, but we supplemented. And I've just always been extremely cautious and precautious about the girls. Now, I noticed so many differences with their health and their sicknesses from Journie and Jiya in comparison to Jori, because Jori she never had Enfamil, she never had Similac, she never had any of those things. She never had she breastfed for a much longer time, and she actually was on my boob. And also we did supplement her with German milk as well. So she did have that German formula for a period of time whenever she absolutely needed it, but she started eating quicker and all those different things because she wasn't showing the premature signs. And we were very, 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 very careful when it came to vaccines. And I think that's what's driving me bonkers right now as a mom, because I posted on my story, I wanted to know how many of you guys actually gave your kids vaccines, because where we are now, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. When your kids start school, the school starts requesting and demanding this, that, and the third. Now there are religious things you can put down to get out of having to get vaccines, which we didn't put any religious things down. We went and got a few vaccines. Like we did agree for the chicken pox, the measles, and tuberculosis, and everything else we opted out of. So we opted out of COVID, we opted out of the flu, and then a few other things that were on that list we opted out of. Mind you, my sister has a master's in the medical field. So my sister's a nurse, she's an RN, and she's our unlimited supply of medical expertise. We have had the same pediatrician since the girls were born and came from the hospital. We've had the same pediatrician. And I've talked to some other moms in my circle who I know, like some of my friends who are moms, but also now some of the other cheer moms, because our kids are around each other often. And then some of the moms at their school. And I'm just hearing so many different things about what they're doing for their kids. Like even their teacher, I talked to her, I had a real long heart to heart with her when I dropped the girls back off, because some of the same things that the girls were experiencing, she was telling me another male student in the class was experiencing. It was just kind of like giving me some feedback. So I wanted to kind of know what you guys' process was for your kids, or what you guys are doing now, as far as we want to be on a more holistic approach. I am so pro holistic. My sister is so medical because that's what she knows, that's what she's trained in. So whenever there's an issue, now she does take some of my holistic opinions and advice into consideration. She's even done some of them or does some of them to this very day when she's sick. However, y'all know how the medical field is. But our actual pediatrician, they have been can help ever. Now, it is a non-Black office. I don't see, the thing about it is I just prefer a Black doctor. It's not, I don't really have like, I love white people. I love all people. Like, I'm a people, like people person. Like, I don't, that's not even a preference. I think the thing for me is there are different medical, okay, this is the best way I can explain it. I definitely have seen white girls, Asian girls, Latina girls do braids, cornrows, all that type of stuff. Me personally, I'm going to go to a Black girl because I just feel like they know Black hair better. That's just me. I'm going to go to a Black stylist, especially with my grade of hair, my thickness of hair. That's it, but not to say no one else knows it, but I need someone who I feel is a more qualified expert with me, my race, my type of hair, all that. So that's what it is. So I feel like I didn't have a problem with going to a non-Black doctor because that's where they've been since they've been born. And I don't think there's any Black nurses in their office. We have never had one Black. Now, we've had techs, like the assistants who come in to talk to you before the doctor gets in, but no Black nurses. But my thing is, every single time we've ever went to the doctor, and one of my homegirls, which I'm not gonna say her name, it's nobody's public business, but one of my other homegirls, she said the same thing to me too, but she's now changed to a different doctor, a Black doctor, and she was going to a non-Black doctor before. And she was like, she was having that issue, but we hadn't switched yet. I don't know, because now that we're switching to another doctor, we have to have meetings and you have to go over their health issues and stuff like that. And one of the things that popped up is this flu freaking vaccine. And I wanted to know, are you guys giving your kids this flu vaccine? Because I know we're not trying to convince people or parents that that's going to cure or end all sicknesses. Now, I talk to their teachers often, and I'm always asking, like, hey, is anybody sick? Like, whenever the girls get any little and they're coming home. Now, obviously, they're pandemic babies because they were not around anybody during the pandemic. We didn't have them in no nurseries, daycares, all that. So this is their first time being around them. Their teacher thinks that they have a weaker immune system because of that. And she tells me quite a few of the students are taking turns being sick. So then you have to keep that into effect. But this whole flu thing, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to keep knocking it. I'd rather have a conversation with other parents to see what are the pros, because I want to educate myself. Now, our personal pediatrician, whenever we went to them twice when they've been sick. And the first time they just said, everyone's sick. Everything came back normal. We tested them. Everything came back normal. So there's really nothing to do. Like, thug it out pretty much type of thing. And then of course we go home, and I even told the doctor last time we was there, I was like, oh well, I got this new natural remedy. I'm over here pulling up my recipe. I'm like, this is what I do. Have you heard any of the other parents? And they looking at me like, Mom, get out my office. Like, they did not care what I was talking about. But I was like, I'm still gonna tell what it is. Outside of that, they have never done anything. Like, if we bring them up there while they're sick, or we call the nurse line, they'll just be like, oh, are they in school? Are they around other kids? Okay, that's pretty common. This is going around right now. Da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. But now that we're switching, they're like, oh, well, maybe you should get the flu shot. My kid's pediatrician is Indian. They never ever prescribe medication as babies and toddlers. They're pro flu vaccines, but I'm not. They respect it, and we move on with life every flu season. So do your kids get sick? Well, obviously they've never gotten a flu shot. So do your kids get sick not having the flu shot? And that's what our doctor also told us. Like, they're babies and toddlers and young children. I did not give my baby the flu vaccine. I didn't get it myself either, but we definitely got the flu on Thanksgiving. But people that I know who got the shot were the ones we got it from. That's what I'm thinking. But that's why I was like, I need to talk to other moms, because some doctors or people in the medical field, they be looking at us like we think we know what we're talking about, especially when you start talking about these natural remedies. We do a lot of natural remedies. The girls are on vitamins. They've been on vitamins since the day they were born. Like, we are on top. Like, I've always been on top of my girls' health. And in comparison to other kids, like I said, I have another friend whose child did go to daycare, did have to be around other kids, and they seem to be just as sick as if the girls getting it. Because I feel like like this season that's going on, like they were sick, then they got over it, then in like a few days later they got back sick. And then I'm like, okay, what's going on? Hey, teachers, like, is somebody sick in the class? Because why are they back sick again? I don't know if it's their immune system. I don't know if it's a school. And they can't really give as much. So then I talk to the girls and I got to rely on them. Like, hey, has any of your friends been missing? And they'll tell me like, yeah, such and such wasn't here today. They were sick, or da 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 da, or such and such is coughing. Like, I make sure they talk to me about it. But I'm just like, I'm stressed the freak out. It says most doctors are against giving antibiotics. Absolutely. And I'm also, and the crazy part about it is, I wanted to make sure, because now, okay, so this is another thing. I kind of, well, the pediatrician we're switching to, I'm having them run some tests on the girls. Just some tests that I decided that I want them to have. I want them to have a dairy, what is it called? Like a dairy test to see if they have any sensitivity to dairy. Not saying that I think dairy is making them sick, but dairy contains a lot of mucus and stuff like that. So if it can be a preventative method for them to not be as sick, then I'm willing to do whatever. And what else? No beef. I was like, we need to take beef back out. We're really good with juicing. Y'all already know the girls juice. We don't get like, they eat their fruits, they eat their vegetables, increase their protein intake, lots of green leafy vegetables. It's stomach flu season, so they're always going to be bringing something home. So it's common. It's far too many strains of the flu. Fluvex doesn't cover all. You know what? I'm not a doctor. I knew that there was the flu, but now that you say that, that makes a lot of sense. There are a lot of strains of the flu. You know what? That is something. And then that's another reason why I kept the girls, especially Journie and Jiya, in cheer early on. Because Jiya, when she was younger, when she would like play around too much, y'all hear like how she kind of coughing now, she would go into a coughing attack. And I'll be like, what the world? And my sister and my mom have chronic asthma, or they had chronic asthma. And they were like, oh, she's asthmatic. And y'all, like I said, my sister, she's in the medical field. So my sister is kind of like also their pediatrician, because like I said, anything that happens, hey sis, this is going on. I'm sending pictures. All of us in the household. Jeremy got something wrong with him. I'm sending pictures. Hey sis, look at this. What you think this is? I got something going on. Hey, like, I love it. I love having unlimited medical advice. But my sister doesn't have kids, so to speak. And not to say just you don't have kids means you can't, because like I said, you are medically trained, so you're supposed to know about different signs of everything. You know what I'm saying? It says you didn't get in the flu shots, and I think more people than not are not doing the flu shots. I just didn't want to come into that office seeming like I was being crazy, because I'm over here trying to get to the bottom of it. Their teacher told me that, you know, she's obviously been in the working with kids for over 20 years. So I'm just asking her like, hey, you know, what do you see in your experience when it comes to these kids, these younger kids? Like, do you feel like this is something they grow out of, or, you know, what could it possibly be? Most of those kids in that class are heavy on dairy, because they implement dairy. That's another reason why we don't let them eat the school lunch, because we want to monitor the ingredients. We want to monitor a lot of different things, and we don't want them to, you know, we just kind of want to monitor all that stuff. I'll probably still make lunch for them for 100%, we'll be making lunch for them until the end of time, until they get in high school and they're like, we're too good for a lunchbox or whatever. It says the antibiotics can also destroy the good antibodies as well. So, right, let me tell y'all what we're doing right now. So they have their vitamins, they have their elderberry vitamins, they have their vitamin C vitamins. So those are the 2 vitamins we do daily. We try to do a tea every morning, and I don't do boxed tea. I make my girls homemade tea with ground turmeric, ground ginger, rosemary, raw manuka honey, because I had to upgrade it even more, because I'm doing even more research. So before we was doing a regular honey, you just go to Publix and pick up a honey. Then I started looking at TikTok videos, and they're like, no, it has to be raw honey or it's not going to be effective. So now we got the raw expensive ass honey. And then we do the lemon and that, and we steep that. Oh, cayenne pepper. You add that little cayenne pepper. So we have that. Then I also made a medicine, like a natural medicine, where you take the purple, I keep always calling it purple onions, the red onions, you put it in the apple cider vinegar, and some of those same ingredients I just talked about, you let it sit for a couple of days, and then you can start administering that. So we also have that. Now I just found out apricot seeds have anti, what is it called? Really good immunity benefits. So we just started that today. Literally after dinner, I get in, and I bought the one from Amazon. I can show you guys the link to it. But on TikTok, a lot of pediatricians recommended, or not pediatricians, herbalists. Like a lot of them were talking about apricot seeds and giving your kids apricot seeds. Like I went down a rabbit hole, y'all. I went so far down a rabbit hole on TikTok that I even reached out to one of the ladies who was going viral talking about kids' health, and I was like, "Hey, let me talk to you real quick. We switching doctors and da 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 da." And she talked back to me, and she said everything was normal what I was telling her about the girls. But as a mom, you always want to just make sure, because I don't like to see the girls sick. So that was just my thing. It says my 1-year-old is going through the same thing. She goes to daycare, and every other day she is sick. So I feel like those things that I just said help out a lot, and adapting like the natural stuff has kept things at bay. Or we've been able to get rid of it much quicker, because last year I wasn't as knowledgeable as many natural stuff. But like Jai was, and unfortunately she was sick on Christmas, but she was back better by the day after her birthday. Y'all, did they think I was born yesterday? Jiya. Journie. Who's that walking? Who's that walking? I said walking. Go to bed. Y'all won't be bringing nothing to show and tell if you get out that bed one more time. My daughter has been in daycare since she was 5 months. She used to get sick all the time. She's now 5 and rarely gets sick. Her immune system has built up yeah, that's what the pediatrician on TikTok told me. She was like, Mom, they're fine. They just need to continue to be exposed. Because when the girls get sick, any cough, sneeze, or any of that, they're out of school. 2-3 days, I'm texting their teacher, like, they're staying home. Like, one, I don't want to get any other kids sick. Two, I know when I'm miserable, I don't want to be up and about and doing this. And the teachers do tell me, like, Jiya wasn't herself today, or Journie wasn't herself today. And I'm like, great, that's a sign. We're not going to be here tomorrow. Like, that's the end of it. But other kids can't do that. Like, other parents, as hard as it may seem as easy to just keep your kid home, but other people can't afford to just keep their kid at the house. They got work to do. So I get it, and my empathy goes out to those parents. But the doctor, the pediatrician I spoke to, she was just like, the more they continue to be around those kids, like the better off they'll be. I'm a nurse and mom. My oldest daughter is going to be 10 this year. She has never had the flu vaccine, has never had the flu either. She's on vitamins daily and the other supplements we give her. Okay. So I feel like we're doing good, y'all. Moms, we're doing good. Moms, let's give ourselves a pat on the back. And let's give ourselves a round of applause for being amazing and just stand on top of it. Try probiotics. Yes, they do have probiotics as well. And they do have their vitamin D supplements. We got the one right now. We're giving them the ones we got from South Africa. We're on our last bottle, so I'm going to have to go find another one in America. The year before last year, my daughter didn't get the shot and never caught the flu. This year, she got the shot and got the flu like a week later. Woo! Yeah. You know what? I'm adamant. I'm going to stick to my gut, and I'm just not going to do the flu. I'm just not going to do it. Do the flu shot. Yeah, it's all types of viruses going around right now. Yeah, because what I just had, that whole mucus thing I just had going on, it was going away, and then it started running itself back. I was like, I couldn't believe it, y'all. I could not believe it. I could not really taste or smell during their birthday either, and it was not COVID. Like, I had got the COVID test, and I was clear. But I was just trying to make sure. I was like, I need to go live and talk to moms and just make sure I'm not crazy. And like I said, I want to do what's in the best interest of the kids. But the pediatrician we had now, we gotta go. We leaving. we are leaving, because I told them, I said, every time we come here, and not like I said, I don't mind them not giving me no antibiotics, but I also, another reason why I'm leaving is because I just don't feel like they are, when my kids come in, I want them to have a personal relationship with their doctor. Like, I want them to come in and they like, hey, Journie, Jiya, Jori, like I want them to know my kids. You get what I'm saying? Like the office we're excuse me, the office we're at now, they have like 3-4 nurses in rotation. And I just feel like they come in, they get their little chalkboard or whatever it's called, and they start asking mom this, mom that, and then we are out the door. And I'm like, that's it? We ain't doing nothing? And like I said, I typically nurse them back to health, or my sister, or sometimes if it's like last time we went, I FaceTime my sister when they started talking, because we was actually talking about Jiya specifically for something she had going on. And I had a I was trying to explain to them what my sister had said, and they couldn't understand it. I'm like, let me FaceTime her right now, because y'all think we playing crazy. So I had the doctor talking to my sister, like, listen, this is what. And like I said, that's why I'm so blessed to have my sister who has her master's in it, so she can speak up for us and advocate. But based off of that conversation alone, the doctor did prescribe Jiya, but it wasn't about sickness. It was about something else. And he did prescribe her something. And then my sister was like, yeah, give her refills, blah, blah, blah. So we got refills for it as well. And then that kind of helped out as well. So if it weren't for her, then we would have been screwed. Dairy and cheese cause a lot of, yeah, that's why I really think we do need to limit that. We do. So now I don't put the cheese in their eggs, even though I can't stand no cheese without no eggs, but they don't complain. So I guess they okay. Antibiotics only fight bacterial infections. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I think all of our foods and beverages are causing tons of health issues. And you know what, Bad Girl Jazz? I am so afraid, because one thing I'm not going to do in this world is fail my kids, especially right now when their whole life is in our hands. Like, we are so much in control of the outcome of their whole existence. Anything we do and everything we do at this very moment is so critical and pivotal for their development. So I'm just like, I don't want to do my kids a disservice and just let them have so much of certain things. And just because I'm okay, or I age to be 30, and it seems like I'm in great health. I've never had any health issues or complications when I get my test. Like, I've just never had those issues. Never had no STD, never had no like nothing other than when I was pregnant, I had like the UTI stuff. But other than that, all my blood always comes back. All my organs are functioning normally like they should. I don't want the girls to have any. Y'all hear this? Jiya, what I just say? And Journey for listening. Now, when that clock go off, I'm gonna film y'all. I'm gonna film it so y'all can see what's gonna happen in the morning. If you give antibiotics every time they get sick, you can build up oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Oh, what's going on? You said be careful with apricot. Girl, every time I see you, my sister be posing like that with her little swoop. I'm like, is this my sister? But be careful with apricot seeds. They can be, y'all be knowing so much. Tell me what's going on. So it does, and it's crazy because it says 3 on the thing, but I didn't read the bag. Now I gave each of the girls 1, and then I took a handful, and I'm like, oh, these things bitter. I don't know if we're gonna be able to eat these every day. But my mom read the bag and it says 3 a day. But why is it dangerous in large amounts? Like, what's going on? Maybe we should do every other day, because now you done got me nervous. But I did see on TikTok, like, they was raving about it. Like, they were raving. All the moms, like, it was thousands of comments. Like, yes, the apricot seeds, the apricot seeds, the apricot seeds. So I went right on over to Amazon, found the organic version of it. And do y'all research on TikTok as well. And I'm going to keep y'all updated with what I noticed as a parent, and also with my health, because I'm going to be doing it. Natural Remedies Encyclopedia. Is that a book? The best medicine is exposure. If you prevent them from exposure, their immune system will never be built up. So you think when they sick, y'all keeping them at the school? My 80-year-old aunt goes to an herbalist and she looks good and is healthy as hell. That's what I think. And you know what? Someone else also, because I also asked the pediatrician about that as well. So what I think I'm going to do is give them their actual pediatrician switch them over to the black one, and then still find an herbalist in the area for all of us, for like all of our health. Because I'm 30 and I want to pop out with my baby. I can't do that if I'm not in the best health. I'm gonna try that natural remedy recipe. My 2-year-old is always sick because of daycare and I hate it. Yes, now that it really does help. It really also let me show y'all. Hold on. Oh, let me show y'all. Oh, giant dirty babies. Y'all have to go to sleep, angels. Y'all have school in the morning. Giant Journey. No, y'all have to go to sleep. I'm not gonna tell you again, okay? Okay, so oil of oregano. If you do not have oil of oregano, you should have oil of oregano in your house. Now, it tells you, of course, Jori doesn't do good with the oil of oregano. Every time she's taking it, she throws up after a while. She used to be able to be okay with it, but when she's in a vulnerable position, I definitely just do not give her the oil of oregano. This is a really good, this is a holy grail. This is a holy grail. When it's flu season, oil of oregano should be something you have in your medicine closet or whatever you keep your stuff at. This is absolutely, absolutely, absolutely amazing. You just put a little bit under your tongue. Speaking of, let me go ahead and do it now. It's nasty as all get out. Ooh. Ooh. This thing is not good. It ain't good. But this is really good. I don't really get sick ever. When Jeremy gets sick or the girls get sick, they can all kiss me. And the worst I'll get is like a little sore throat. I'm usually already taking this consistently. Jeremy always usually just waits. And I don't give it to the girls because it's so strong and so potent, you guys. Like if I feel like I'm sensing them getting sick, I may go ahead, this or black seed oil, I may go ahead and put that in there. And it has helped them tremendously. This is really, like I said, this is the first year I really just been out of there. Like that's why I knew like what's out there going on being passed around, because I never ever ever get sick, and this one was a really rough one for me. But oil of oregano is absolutely amazing. Go ahead and order it. This is the one I got from Amazon. Oil of oregano. Where the camera thing at? A little bit under your tongue. Drink plenty of water. You can give it to your little ones. Be very, very mindful. Make sure you have some water right by them. The girls are used to it at this point, so they do take it and digest it. If you already feel like your throat getting scratchy and real nasty, when I tell you, let this be my toothbrush. Y'all know how you brush your tongue. You're already supposed to be back there, all the way back there anyway. When I'm getting sick and I have a scratchy throat, I am taking this. This thing is damn near right here. I am taking this oil of oregano. Well, first, take my toothbrush all the way over, gargle my mouth. I'm talking about it needs to be back there, y'all. I am not even exaggerating. Clean the back of that throat. Get all that bacteria out of the back of your throat. Get all that mucus out. Clear it all out. And you put this underneath your tongue. By the next day, you should feel fine. Now, if you're just all flu or COVID, this can't cure you and bring you back. You just got to get through it. But if you just got a regular cold or cold symptoms, or you want preventative, this is what I would recommend. Black seed oil as well. This is something that me and my sister both agree to. Y'all know she works in the medical field, so she has her own expertise. She did her little research, and this is also good for pink eye, redness, and stuff like that. You can drop this in there. Y'all know I had that redness going on. I actually used turmeric in the warm water for mine, but the girls end up having like a little irritation. Jeremy has some irritation. I put this in both of their eyes. This is a daily immune support, and I really like this as well. so much stuff that we need to be putting in our bodies and doing for our bodies. But I'm just sharing with you guys what I've done my research with. Um, the brand of supplements. So Zarbee's is one of my favorite supplements. They have their elderberry, and then I also buy that expensive ass immunity drink in the juice section. Well, I shop in Publix. So if you shop in Publix, they got that immune. Did I just share it in the last vlog? I can't remember, y'all, because I don't vlog as often no more. I can't keep up. But I got that immunity drink, and it's like elderberry, zinc with orange juice in there. That's really good as well. Those beverages you give your kids, like if you add those things in there or start juicing, like juicing really helps. Because when we started juicing and added those beets and carrots and fresh juices, the only thing I don't like about juices, y'all, you buy one thing of oranges and you get two cups of juice out of it. I'm like, what the world? So that's the only thing about juicing. It is very expensive to be juicing every single day. So that's why I said, you know what, Keesha, when you go to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, they have juice drinks already made. So you can go ahead. You don't gotta juice all the drinks. Take some loads off your plate. Get some of those drinks. Trader Joe's has like extremely healthy options if y'all got a Trader Joe's around you or a store like that. Um, keep that sugar intake all the way down. And we do the honest drinks for lunch and stuff like that. Oh, the seeds can be a risk for cyanide toxicity if you eat a lot of them. Just research it. I know you will. Okay, thank you. Oh, the oil of oregano. Yes. Strep. I think that's what Jeremy had. He good now. Yeah, the elderberry syrup. If you do anything in liquid format, elderberry. I'm trying to find the real elderberries. I'm like, let me find who sells the real raw elderberries. That's what I've been trying to figure out. But if you go to any country that sells soursop, that is one of the most potent. And I'm gonna if you guys are interested, I'll share the link with you guys because Dr. CB, is it CB? Yeah, CB had a list of different things that you can take that he swore by. Soursop cures cancer. You can't tell me otherwise. These people in these other countries, when you go and that you see their billboards, when I went to Antigua, they got billboards of the deceased because it's so rare, and it when you die, it's because of old age, and you didn't have any health complications. It's literally just because it was old age that killed you. Like these countries are walking outside and taking soursop off these trees and seeping it and drinking it and are preventing the unthinkable. If you can go anywhere, look up what countries, if you're trying to plan a trip this year, look up what countries sell soursop and go and get you some of that soursop. I'm telling you, Jiya really, and my sister and my mom had, especially my sister and my mom, because they're much older, had really chronic asthma. And I've noticed a big difference when I came back with those soursop leaves. Imagine if I was able to really get them on a regular, consistent basis. I told myself once a year we want to go somewhere that has those leaves. You can order them online on Amazon. It makes me a little weary because I'm like, is this the real sour? There ain't no soursop trees out here, but you can't order it. So I guess read the reviews and be at your own discretion. Girl, get your butt off this thing. Get yourself off this internet. Get yourself off this internet. I am cracking up. Oh, what did you use for your daughter's ear infection? Chopped garlic and olive oil. A little goes a long way. You see how, oh, there it goes. This is something for when I had my mouth stuff, y'all. Don't ask me. The girls then took it and brought it in here. But anyways, so act like this is a syringe. When you when you chop the garlic and the olive oil, you literally need just a teaspoon of that olive oil and a little bit of that chopped garlic. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring it Okay, it's not opening. I guess it's the end of the road. It ain't working no more. But anyways, you gonna expand it out, and literally only just a drop goes in the ear. Like probably that much goes into the ear. When I tell you, even my mama, she had an ear infection a couple of weeks after I learned about that magical remedy. And she was like, girl, I have not been able to hear in days. Like, she had a lot of drainage and all this other stuff going on. And typically she'll go to the doctor, get her little antibiotics or whatever. And she was like, let me just try your remedy. I'm willing to try it. And she was like, girl, I got the best sleep of my life. That was literally, and Jori has not gotten an ear infection since. She has not. Whenever any of them complain about their ears, that is going to be what I go to. That garlic, that chopped garlic, and that olive oil. I swear by it. I swear by it. Cures ear infection. Like, now, if you have chronic, and make sure you cool it, because you remember you cooking it and then it's hot as hell, and you take it out. Make sure you, because it can be a little. But y'all saw that video. This was in real time. That video that I showed y'all on my Instagram about that, it was in real time. Jori was tossing and turning and losing her mind. Her ears were bothering her so bad. She was crying when I put it in there, and literally a few minutes later, she was knocked out. When she woke up, I was like, "Are you still okay?" And she was like, "I'm fine, mommy. My ears are better." Like, I love it. TheraFlu works. I haven't tried TheraFlu. I have not tried TheraFlu. Yes, our foods are processed. They are very much so. Very much so. Very much so. The difference is the sunshine. You need vitamin D to activate the benefits of soursop. Mmm. Humidifiers. That's what my sister had told me. She was like, do the humidifiers. Now we have the humidifiers. I don't set it up every day, but I think I am going to start doing it. Yeah, I definitely think so too. But after my mom told me it worked for her, and of course, if Jori would have woke up the next day and said, "Oh, I'm feeling bad" or whatever, then and like I said, most of the time we'll take them to my sister. My sister got all the stuff she needs and be like, "Hey, look, see if it looks aggravated or whatever." Like I said, having a doctor in the well, not a doctor, a nurse in the family. Let me not say doctor. Somebody like Keesha was sitting on there calling her sister a doctor, a nurse, a nurse. It says definitely go turn that for myself. Yes. Elderberry can't be eaten raw. Oh, thanks for letting me know, because I would have been eating it. Yaki Awakening has all of your holistic needs, but you only juice and eat fruit and vegetables. It cleanses. Listen to me. You see how small I am? I'll take this coming off the screen. Your girl is trying to gain 20 pounds. There ain't no mother way in the world that I can go and just eat vegetables and fruit. Your girl needs to be eating. I need to be eating starch. I need to be eating rice, beans, protein, all of the above. Like, I am so serious about my 20-pound weight gain this year. Not even this year, within in first quarter, in quarter one, I need to be at least halfway to my goals. I'm going to sign up for my Pilates class next week, you guys, and dedicate myself. Me and my friends, I asked them to put it in my friend group. I was like, who wants to come? Almost everybody wants to come, but I'm going to make sure I'm there. Keesha has to show up because I have to make sure. I do not like the gym. Now, when I first started working out with me and Jeremy, 2017 was the best year of my life. What was the best years of y'all life? Now we can stop kind of talking about this. Well, let's end it on talking about other stuff. But 2017, the year I started dating Jeremy, I was one traveling princess. Like, that was my best traveling year. Well, it wasn't my best traveling year, actually, as a matter of fact. But I did love the spontaneity of me and Jeremy going out. LA often, Miami, and all the other places we went to. And then that was the first year I was able to just be free, be myself. You know, I was looking good, like with my personal trainer. Y'all, I went to the gym to find a man. That sounds bad, but seriously, I was super skinny. in 2016 in a toxic, stressful relationship. Y'all remember I got the waffle diet started. I didn't even do the waffle diet to gain weight. I genuinely was addicted to waffles and the hash brown with the cheese and the jalapenos. Now I have not been able to eat that in years. I've had a waffle from Waffle House, but that actual combo in itself, like I think I overdid it so much that I'm still over that combination. But yeah, I was so freaking skinny. And then, I was talking to multiple guys when I got out of that relationship. I really wish I could have did like a little behind the scenes vlogging of me talking to those multiple guys and the shit that the I still remember it to this day, like the foolishness that was going on. Y'all would have really had a great time and been real entertained during that time because the men that I was coming across, the situations that was going on. Now, a few stuff has been recorded and it is on my phone, but my friends' faces are there, and I know they don't want to be out there. Like, I mean, I don't want to be out there like that either. But it's not bad. It's like, girl, like if we would have had close friends back then, the chronicles of Keesha starting up dating men, that would have been epic. But anyways, back to the whole men thing. So I started thinking like, okay, I'm getting around all these different types of guys, and I was dealing with guys who play ball. Like I was talking to a little bit of something everywhere, and a lot of them are actually. I'm not even gonna name drop. Anyways, fast forward, after I was in the process of like talking to those guys, I was like, I want to go somewhere else and find like even more quality guys. Where can you go and find more quality guys? One of my friends who y'all know, she was like, girl, I be going to the gym. She was like, I got my membership at LA Fitness. I frequent this location. There's a lot of tall, dark, and handsome guys here. You should try it out. I went to the location she said. I was like, that's not gonna work for me. And then I ended up going to the one by my house at Atlantic Station and got a trainer that same day. I was not planning on getting a trainer. I was going in there with my eyes on the prize, like looking like this, like, okay, he fine. Okay, he fine. Let me go get my little machine ready and, get cute. Like, oh, but as soon as I walked in, hey, do you have a personal trainer? Come over here. Then that was a whole nother story. But he got me in a best shape of my life. And yeah, he got me in the best shape of my life. And that was literally one of my best years. Why do why are you sucking up and swallowing your side? Well, I'm sorry, like I'm human. You've heard it before. Like, get over it. It's human nature. Would you want me to blow my snot nose boogers on a tissue? Like, it's okay. Like in 2024, we're gonna normalize being normal. I have mucus. I've had a mucus issue these last few weeks, and I have some excess mucus. It's okay though. Like we're still going to continue with the live. Um, what did you eat? I was eating a lot. My trainer, but the thing about it is, it was kind of like he was so invested in my growth, my fitness growth, because he was adamant, like, you're gonna be a bad bitch. You can look like this. Like he had the pictures lined up. I was like, hold your horses. Like, what are you? I'm so freaking skinny. Like, I knew when I eat a lot, my food goes to my face and to my butt because I cheer, obviously, when I was an athlete. And when I was putting on like so much happy weight in high school, I showed y'all my cheerleading pictures all the time. And although I was literally 99 pounds in those pictures, 98, 99 in most of all my cheer pictures back in the day, my thighs and my butt were definitely poking. And that's just how it always was. So I knew when I started going to the gym, that's probably what would happen. But he was thinking like, something completely different than I was thinking, but he was so adamant about it. He was taking me out to eat after every workout. Like he would take me out to eat or like it was just a lot going on. Like he made sure I had my smoothies. Like I had high protein smoothies, and I think it built my appetite up so much from him taking me out to eat or give me the smoothies. Like he had like as soon as I was done working out, I was like, okay, here you go, eat it, you got it. And I think I was just so genuinely happy. I'm like, okay. When I started filling out and I'm looking at myself, he was like, do you see yours? Because he was so obsessed with taking pictures of me. He would sneak pictures of me, and we would be arguing about that too. But anyways, he would sneak pictures of me, and one day he had sent it to me. I was laying on my bed and he was like, this is you on day one. This is you now in 2 weeks. Do you like what you see? And I'm like, when I tell you I got out that bed so dang on quick, and I was like, get the out of here. Like, look at me. Like, I was so obsessed and I love myself even more. I was like, oh my gosh. So I think that happiness just kept it up. And then literally shortly after, me and Jeremy started dating, and he came to the house cooking. I ain't never had none of that. So he was just cooking, cooking, cooking. He was like, yeah, I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. And one thing I can say though, for babe, whenever I tell him like, hey babe, like I really am trying to gain weight, he will go throw down in that kitchen, especially because like I will sacrifice not eating if I gotta work. And I work a lot, and I'm always constantly and my phone doing something. And I'll be like, oh, too late. Guess I'll eat tomorrow. So babe, don't let that happen, especially if I speak up and tell him. So I definitely want to get back to that. Get back. I'm gonna reintroduce myself. And no matter if y'all are tiny and you're trying to gain weight, or if you are thick and you're trying to slim down, or you're trying to maintain yourself or whatever, let's hold each other accountable, y'all, because I'm definitely going to need that for sure. As soon as I sign up for my membership, I need everybody to be signing up in their own hometowns, and we need to be clocking in when I'm in the vlog saying we're going to work out on these days or wherever. Well, I can't tell you all the times and dates that much because I don't need nobody showing up. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, we gotta hold each other accountable, because there's so many times where every year I'm hearing people say the same, oh, New Year's thing. I've never even, like, every year, like, I'm like, okay, it's a new year. I know last year specifically, like, I was freaking out about my real estate exam. So I don't even remember making any New Year's resolution outside of passing my real estate test. Like, that's the only thing I focused on. But this year, like, I literally have my list together. I have my vision board. Like, I have everything. Like, I'm in my Bible more. So I want to do a little bit more like outings, like Bible related with girls. Like, I think I'm going to do one in Atlanta. So let me know if you guys are interested in doing like a brunch and Bible type of thing, or just like something. Like, I just have so many different things. And let me know if y'all interested. If you're in Atlanta, or if you're not in Atlanta and you're willing to drive down if it's not too far. Yes, the onions under your feet definitely help. When we came back, because we didn't have the onions when we were out of town for Jiya and Journie's birthday. And then as soon as we came back, it was their party. But that night we drove back. That was the main reason why I said, okay, babe, we should probably drive back. And obviously we could have just went to the store and got some onions while we were there. But I wanted the girls to be comfortable in their beds, everything. So, and then that hotel, I felt like it was blowing out AC. Like, that's what I felt. Babe said he didn't feel that, but I'm like, I know you feel what I'm talking about. But Jeremy really loved being cold, so I think he was just capping like, babe, you crazy, you did that. But yeah, so we came back and we did the onions under the feet. My mama told me that my brother be doing the potatoes on the head. I ain't never did that part though. Try Saved in the City. What is that, a brunch spot? Where is he? Would you hire him as a trainer again? So he actually has trained me again, but I wasn't as dedicated or consistent, because like I said, when he first started training me, he actually developed a crush. So he started liking me, and then it kind of like, when I started talking to Jeremy, it was a little friction, so I had to let him go, because I was very honest with Jeremy, like, oh, my trainer, like, because he was honest about it, and I wouldn't date nobody or with no man, so it wasn't like that big of a deal, because he was respectful about it. He just thought I was a smart, attractive young woman. And of course, any man who hears my background and experience with men is like even more of an attraction thing, because most of the guys I talked to, they were so attracted to the fact that I never been with no man. So imagine what those conversations was looking like, y'all. Like I said, if I pulled out my phone, I want to one day just share it. Like, I want to have a confidential, but I don't know how to. I don't know. I guess y'all got to get to my close friends, because I would definitely want to just sit back and kick on my feet and laugh. Like, the men were acting a freaking fool. Like, when you think, oh, really, you a virgin, you ain't never been with nobody, or this, that, and the third, like, oh, what, or da da da, like, the men were acting a freaking fool. That I did not know men acted a freaking fool like that, and it was crazy. But Jeremy was a little different. He was the one who didn't see. He was sneaky about it. He didn't come out and make it as obvious he didn't make it as obvious. He was real smooth with it, so he's kind of like caught me off guard. But my trainer was low key upset when I was like, oh, so I think because I had told him like, oh my gosh, like one of my homeboys from high school, he's back. We about to go chill out, blah blah blah. And I missed one of my training sessions, and my trainer was like, where you at? What you doing? And then I was like, yeah. Then I think me and Jeremy went on the spot. That's when we went to Miami. So I was like, well, we going to Miami, so I'm gonna have to miss my sessions. And he was like, you missing your sessions over a dude? Like, I thought you wasn't worrying about dudes. And I was like, hold up now, you ain't my man. Like, what's up? Like, it was crazy. Like, that was a wild ass time, y'all. But and Jeremy didn't care. I was like, yes, I think well, I know because he openly told me like he liked me or whatever. And I was just like, I don't know, because he just wasn't my type. So I was telling him the whole time, like, oh, I'm not interested in talking to nobody right now. I just need to focus on me. Then the moment Jeremy came around, was like this. I was like, oh, so I'm gonna go out on a trip with him. But I just told him like, well, I know him, so it's a little different. He was just like, nah, girl, just say you like a man. And so we kind of like severed our ties because I just didn't want him to keep being uncomfortable with that. You know, I always worry about what other people feel like. And then when he came back into the equation, I had already had kids. So then it was kind of like, oh, okay, so now you just stayed up with that dang on knucklehead, blah, blah, blah. But we real cool. We real cool. We still cool. Like, he'll hit me up occasionally on Instagram and be like, when we gonna lock in? When we gonna lock in? But I just don't like the gym. So we never committed to it. And I'm just gonna try Pilates and just see how this works out. I do not like working out. I know all the girls are trying to start back to working out stuff, but it said that was my little story. Hold on. That's what this other girl on YouTube said she did. She has an expensive gym membership looking for a man. She said if he can't afford to work out. That's what I said. That was my theory. I said, and even now when I be talking to my single friends, I'm like, girl, go to the gym. Now, obviously, I didn't find a man at the gym, but there were plenty of guys and a lot of guys who tried to talk to me during that time, which I did get their numbers. But like I said, my personal trainer was like real territorial over me. Like when they would come up, like I'll be working out. He would be like they'll come on, he's like, hey bro, she in the middle of a workout, you gotta handle that at another time. Like he really was real territorial. And I used to think it was cute. You know, I was flattered because he was letting me get extra sessions because he, you know, thought I was attractive. But I just look back at those pictures and I just be reminiscing, like, damn. But I just was like, okay, the gym, you most likely got a car. 9 times out of 10, you gotta have a car if you're there. So we got one checkpoint off. You self-motivated to get to the gym. That takes a lot of self-motivation. You must care about your body, your health, your fitness, your mental health. Like those things matter. I just thought that all those things made a great potential boyfriend. So I was like, that is definitely, and I was paying big money too. Like my gym membership, my training membership, and it was really expensive, and he was giving me a lot more sessions for free. So that's why I was like, okay, well, it's worth it. Because I'm getting anytime I said I was coming up there, he was ready and available. So I was really working out. And damn, I shouldn't have stopped. It's crazy. 2020 for me, I got married and body was tea with home workouts and eating clean. Every time I say I'm gonna do the home workouts, I can't get through it. I be in here like, this not the same as a gym. My grandmother also used something that she called goose grease. It was lard mixing with some other stuff that she rubbed on your chest. It would break down the mucus. What? What's lard? Is it like Crisco? Don't laugh at me if it's not. Is it Crisco? Where else would I say find a man? If I was single right now, you know, the crazy part about it is a lot of people be saying it's hard to find a man in Atlanta. But you know what? I can't say, because what I was about to say was, I don't know how that's so hard, because I had a man for the last 6 years, and every time I go out, I'm talking about even with the girls, like men will come up and I don't know them per se, but you know, sometimes you could tell, okay, he has his stuff together. Like I've had, like I remember when when the girls, when I had took them to Linux one time, this was highly successful. He had a security guard and everything. I don't know who he was. I didn't ask no questions, but he had his. I was like, who is this guy? Because he was standing right over him. I was like, who is that? He was like, oh, that's my security. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like this is awkward, but I was like, no, I gotta. I said I gotta. I wanted to, and it was weird because I was about to say I know some people who's single, like who I'm really close to. So I was like, okay, maybe I can finesse this for them, but I just let it on. I was like, you know what, let me because that's gonna be kind of weird. I was trying to talk to your friend, or I was trying to talk to your sister, and then boom, she like I don't know, but I'm like, damn, why is it so hard for people in Atlanta specifically? I can't speak for all around the world, but in Atlanta, I'm like, every time I go out, it's guys there. So I'm like, why do women keep saying it's so hard? But that's why I was like, let me stop what I'm saying, because I haven't dated those men and talked to them for a period of time. So they could be batshit crazy. And that's probably why women are having the issues that they're having, is because these men are batshit crazy. You can find men at the gym, yes, the grocery store, like these games. I will go, I will go to like the games. The gym is the number one place. Um, like the happy hour, like brunch spots and stuff like that. Like anywhere like where like in the vicinity of like offices and stuff. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. I'll tell you where I won't be damn going to no damn club. I ain't going to no club to find no man. When I was just out for Becca's birthday, I was like, if I was single, I wouldn't entertain none of y'all fools, because I don't know. And I was clearly out there and I have myself together and I'm not no crazy woman. So it's the same thing as a man saying, oh, I won't find no woman in the club, and imagine him running into me. And I'm not like a club person. I just happen to be there. But I don't know. I just couldn't. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be there on New Year's. I wanted to be in the house with my girls, with my man, chilling out, relaxing. And then, of course, I was still getting over being sick. But I'm not a club goer. Like, those days are over for me. I really do not care for the club. I'm 30, so I feel like, like I need to find. I don't know. I would want to find somebody outside the club. Lard is made from pork fat. So it is Crisco. Isn't Crisco made from that? I be having a freak because pork, they be sprinkling pork into every little thing. Yeah, you're right. It's about finding a good quality. But I also know a lot of good guys. Like I know a lot of decent guys. Like I have 2, 3. Like I have a lot of male friends. I never talk about my male friends on my platforms or anything, because y'all know how people get. Like people don't know how to. I don't know. I don't have anyone that I'm like just like calling and doing that. But I got a good handful of male friends. But I don't want nobody to be like, oh, they probably, taking it somewhere else that it gotta be. You gotta be careful what you show or what you talk about on the internet. People start running with stuff. It says the men are dating multiple women though. It says I met mine in college. Now that is a good place. That is a good place. It says hook me up. You know what's funny? One of my male friends told me, he was like, whatever happened to you doing that rush dating thing? I was like, enough guys did not sign up. It was like 40 girls had signed up, and I'm looking at their profiles because I had everybody submit all that stuff, tell me about yourself and what you're looking for. And the women were I was like, I would date y'all. Like, look at these profiles, look at these resumes. I wanted all the women to have the best of guys, the most top of the line guys. And the guys, it was like maybe 2 or 3 guys out of all 40 of those girls. And I was like, this is not going to work. And when I reached out to my male friends who I know are single, who I know are good guys, I'm like, hey, why don't you do this? And they're like, no real man wants to meet a woman doing speed dating. And I'm like, why? To me, it just made no sense whatsoever. And a good amount of them said the same thing. And I was like, why are you saying this? Because at least you're in a place that the woman is single and interested. Like, why would you not want to do something like this? Isn't this the same as like going out and seeing a woman? Now you got to figure out, hey, little ma'am, like, do you have a man? Do you have this? Do you have that? At least during the setting. And you know that she's there to date. You know, she's there to figure out her next guy. So I don't know. It's weird. It was weird to me. I was like, okay, forget it. Maybe guys just aren't into this. But one of them reached out and was like, what happened to that? I'm interested. And he was like, I got me a handful of my homeboys. And I was like, okay, I may bring it back up. But February would have been a perfect time. Like, I would literally need to get on this by like next week, though. It says man hunting is something I want to bump up a notch on my priority list. I'm not trying to be old, cold, and alone. Yes, you gotta. Now, I'm not one to like push relationships on people because I'm just not like that. I don't honestly care what other people do. Now, like my sister and my best friend, like I'm like, okay, I want y'all to get a man because I just want them to genuinely be happy, and I know that's what they want. But I definitely would say it doesn't hurt to prioritize it. I know that some people like these dating apps as well. Y'all, what are y'all dating apps? I've never been on a dating app. That's crazy. I'm 30 years old and I've never been on a dating app. My best friend had to share her screen with me the other day and was like, show me how Hinge looks and the whole swipe thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, and show me her options that pop up and like, this is how it works. And you put this in, you put that in. But I don't know, maybe dating apps. It says one of my goals is to socialize more in quality settings with quality people. But go on what's it called? Not Groupon. What's it called where you can go and find different events? Not Eventbrite. Is it Eventbrite? It is Eventbrite. Where you go in there and you can just like see different things that's going on in the area, like the wine tasting, or maybe like a game night, or maybe like a little whatever. Like just go. Just put yourself out there. You never know what can happen. Oh, it says, girl, you have to make sure these men not baiting for the other team. I don't know. I mean, I'm not out there, so I guess I don't have to worry about think about what those type of issues were. And I guess I looked up also because even before Jeremy, I didn't think about that type of stuff when I was talking to the guys I was talking to. I didn't think like, I hope you're not. The only thing I was worried about, which I didn't even know was something to worry about until it was happening, is like giving off too much masculine energy. Like I give off feminine energy, but I think my success level, because the men that I was talking to at that time were either in school getting their masters or they just weren't where they wanted to be financially. And I had been doing YouTube for however many years at that point. And well, not even that long. Because I started doing YouTube 2015. This is 2017. So I mean that was still a good amount of time because I was really financially um successful during that time, even with got limbs and stuff like that. I had just got when I was dating, I had literally just got the Audi. So when I would go out and guys would like walk me to my car, like it was the same thing over and over again. Like, that's your car? What do you do? Like, and I can just see like a difference. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'm coming off as at first I was thinking this is good. Like they're seeing like I don't need like she's not like a gold digger. She's not looking at me to take care of her because she's taking care of herself. But no, they were looking at it like, how can I take care of her if I'm not even where I want to be myself? So like one guy was very honest and he was just like, hey, I don't think it's gonna work out long term right now. Like I'm not where I want to be. And it's just kind of like, you're intimidating. And I was like, wait, what? I didn't get it. Like I didn't understand it. And I was slick fucking annoyed because I'm just like, why does what I got going on have anything to do with you when I haven't asked you to do anything for me? Like, and we're young. So the type of success I'm having right now is not the normal type of success that most of your peers, but he was pretty much like he would rather just deal with somebody who he didn't have to think about that type of stuff like at that moment. And I understood. As a matter of fact, I actually know what he's doing in life right now, and he turned out to be successful. So it worked out for him. It worked out for him. But on TikTok, y'all, they're saying to attract the rich men. Do y'all watch Sheena? What is it on TikTok? Who watches her? Y'all go watch her. Go watch her. Sheer sprinkle sprinkle. Yeah, I'm over here looking at Brussels sprout stuff. Sprinkle sprinkle. Why is the first thing popping up talking about sprinkle sprinkle lady? Sprinkle sprinkle lady.
Who cares? Don't.
She's so funny. Why is my Wi-Fi doing this?
Y'all are so silly. Like, honestly, if he's ugly, close your eyes, man. His credit card ain't ugly. Or go get you a cute man and do whatever y'all do over there. I mean, you can date cute men, but they're less likely gonna pay off.
They're like, I want to know how her husband look. Do y'all know her? Y'all gotta go look her up. Here's her thing.
Your bills and buy you stuff, okay? And if they do, they're also gonna probably be buying another woman's stuff. And
she is so freaking funny. But when I tell you, and I've been wanting to use one of her tactics on Jeremy, but I can't, and it's okay because we're just not going through any issues, so that's okay. But she was like, I don't argue with men. Like, y'all are doing it wrong. Like, you need, and I'm not saying that this is what y'all need to be doing, but she was like, y'all are doing it wrong. Like, if you're that's how you know God don't want y'all to do this. She was like, if your man is out late and he's supposed to be home at a reasonable time and he comes back through the house, why are you arguing with him when he comes back through the door? This is the time where you need to be asking for money. You need to be asking. He's already in trouble with you. Why are you trying to talk to him? You know you're going to stay with him. You know you're going to be together. All y'all are doing is wasting energy. You're arguing. Now you got to be aggressive. Build yourself up with a sweat. Like, literally, you should be asking him for his card, or there must be something you have on your to-do list that he could be doing. And I was like, oh, I can't wait. But Jeremy don't be coming home in an unreasonable time. And we haven't really had anything that he's doing that I'm like, okay, now I can get to use the day. But it's going to come a time. It's going to come a time, and I'm going to see if her little tactic work. I'm going to be like, yeah, babe, I need you to go outside and build me, like, like, he gonna be like, what? Like, I thought we was about to be arguing about this. Or, babe, you remember when you told me you was gonna be buying me such and such? Or remember when I said that I like such and such? Can I see your card real quick? Or can I use your card? Because his card is on my one of my accounts anyway. Like, can I go log in and check out and order some stuff real quick? Like, she is so freaking funny. Like, she said, do not care about that man's looks. And I had to just tell my one of my friends this, because she sent me a guy who was interested. I'm looking at his profile, and I literally have been watching all her videos, and she's like, oh, he's not really my type. And I'm like, girl, so what? Like, look at him. Like, first of all, the guy wasn't ugly. So I'm just like, okay, let's stop with all this. He's not ugly. So as long as he's not butt ugly or anything like that, like, he's very attractive. He went to Morehouse. He has a great job. He posts his sister a lot. So I'm like, he's very family oriented. He has mom on his page, in a minimal amount. So it's not like he's a mama boy. It was like, it's like he got his sister and his mom.
Emma's house. And as Richard
Y'all,
was
why is my phone
Journey,
off?
Emma was posting space, and Emma posted on
one of my true crimes. That scared me. One of my true crime videos. One of my clients who I taught how to do the credit repair, she was texting me. I don't know if that's what made it go off. That's weird. How y'all feel about dating outside your race? One of my friends just also told me she was about to try dating outside her race. This white man want to drink my bath water, but I'm so nervous. I love me a black man. What is going on tonight? Me personally, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Do I want to marry a black king? Absolutely. If I was in a place of dating and I just felt like, if I felt like there was a genuine connection, I wouldn't mind. Like, I'm not a hard no type of girl when it comes to like dating outside her race. It's not a hard no, but I need to assess the situation. Like, do I feel like I want to be uncomfortable, like, in my life? If I feel like the environment is going to, but you can be dating a black guy and it can be uncomfortable with his family or whatever. So if you feel like he want to drink your bath water and he gonna treat you right, go for it. Go for it. Yes, don't confine yourself. Do not confine yourself. You just never know what can happen. I would just say what will hurt? Just make sure you always share your location. This is with anybody you dating. Always share your location. Always tell people where you going, who you with, what you like, what location is you supposed to be at. Do your little check-ins. And make sure you're not being discreet about it. As soon as you get in the car with him, yes, girl, we on our way to Ocean Prime. I'll see you later. Or yes, he's taking me to STK. He got on a red shirt and some black pants, and his hair's curly with a belt, and he even got on Ralph Lauren cologne. I can smell it. I'm not acting shy. I'm gonna let you know. I'm letting everybody know who I'm with, your description, everything. Don't play with me. I'm like, this girl, why is she telling the people what I got going on? I go take a picture of that license plate right when that car pull up. Hello, they go, oh, I got a picture of your license plate, and I'm just gonna send it to my mom in case she needs to send it to the FBI. Well, let's go enjoy our date. These people batshit crazy. I think I just been watching too much true crime. I'm not about to be playing. If I was out there in that dating scene, I would not be playing. I would be weeding them all the way out. If they was a killer, they gonna take my ass right on out that car because they gonna be like, this girl is a motherfucking fool telling these people my description. He got a birthmark. Where your birthmark at? You just ask them all these random questions when you get in and be all cute, and next thing you know, yeah, ma, he told me he had a birthmark on his left thigh. So yeah, you make sure you telling all of that. Oh, me, what am I wearing? Oh, let me make sure I let you know because we're going out, just me and him. So I want to make sure, you know. Oh, who am I talking to? Like, what? I'm telling everybody. Do not make it discreet. Let them know you're telling everybody. Make it a scene. It says I would date outside the race, but marriage is the issue, which is understandable. But dating could go like my girl Nikki. Y'all know Nikki on YouTube. That's my girl. We cool. And I've spoken to her and her husband. We actually had like a little FaceTime little conversation. Me and her cool in general, but I actually FaceTime her and her husband when this is when the trolls were crazy on the internet. I had talked to them during that time. And look at her. Like that's if you look at their love story, like he's an older guy and he's non-black and he had been married before, he already had kids, but look at them, like he treats her amazing. She's living great. She has her businesses, they have their businesses, he has his business, like their kids are thriving, like all of the above. Like you just never know what could happen from giving. And she went clearly across the grain of with her what she thought she envisioned for herself for a marriage. And look at her, she's happily ever after. Girl, I'm telling him what he smelled like, tag numbers and all. Y'all ladies, y'all better keep y'all stuff safe. You better keep that taser on you. I almost had to pull my taser out on this lady at Publix today because she was making a weird noise when she was walking behind me. It made me, I thought she was about to come get me. I said, lady, you scared me. She was like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. Like I ain't never heard that type of noise before. I thought she was about to come get me. Like, I'm too small out here in these ATL streets. I do not be playing that. When it comes, my hands stay on my whatever I need at the moment, whatever it could be. My hands gonna stay close by, especially when I'm out with the girls. Yes, there's some really, like I said, I be watching my true crime stuff. And that is, because the world we're in now, people will kill you or unalive you if you messing around with somebody they care about. Like I've been watching these stories on one of these girls' channel, Danielle something, and I just listened to 2 stories of ex people getting mad and jealous because they person had moved on. Y'all need to be finding out about these exes. Don't worry. This is not the time to be saying, I don't need to know nothing about their past. You need to know everything about that past. You need to be asking, is your ex dead or alive? But preferably, you need to be asking these questions. Make it very clear where they stand in that past relationship. What was the time frame? Have they moved on? If they have not moved on, these are some things that you need to consider. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you know what? At the end of the day, that's your life on the line. You need to be very mindful. Ask these questions. Where is your ex? When is the last time your ex contacted you? And preferably, hopefully, you're not the next person after that ex, and there's been a few people in between that they've just dated, so you know what the energy's like. You got to ask all these type of questions. Get their Facebook, Instagram. My sister was talking to this guy, and I was like, "What's his face?" She, I don't know, girl. I said, "What's his name, girl?" She didn't even know I was over there on Facebook. I was like, "Oh, he was at the church today." She was like, "What?" Yes, girl, he in the church. He love his family. He look at this picture. Look at this. She was like, "Girl, get off that man page, girl. I gotta look. I gotta look." But he was an officer, so. But that don't mean that, because I also saw some true crimes about these corrupt officers doing some crazy stuff. They the worst, because they feel like they got their line behind them or whatever it's called, the force behind them. They the worst. But I definitely was looking it up. Hey, girl, just making sure. But like Sprinkle said, don't worry about that man cute. If the uglier the better at this point. Don't make him too ugly, and don't let you be the first bad he ever had. Because when he think you the first bad B that he ever had, then now he thinking, wow, he ain't gonna treat you as good as he treated the ugly ducklings that came before you now. Because he gonna be looking at you like, wow, I didn't looked up and I got this baddie on my arm. The sky's the limit. And you know what? The main time a woman want a man that's ugly is when they see another woman got him, because she probably like, damn, they talking to him that he probably got money, or he probably doing this, he probably doing that. Let me go see what's going on over there. So make sure you're not the first baddie. Make sure he ain't too ugly. He can be a little sixes on the scale, but just make sure you just gotta just balance it off. Don't tip the scale over too much, ladies. We gotta be careful out here. Oh, my Asian friend, if you want to show him on your channel, will he be okay with that? I remember you gave him some Christmas dinner. Oh, he wouldn't mind. He is so sweet. I need to reach out and tell him Happy New Year's. He always, big old smile on his face when I come through. Because I got my main vendor, and that's my main vendor. I only go to my Atlanta vendor in the case of an emergency. And sometimes I'm like, dang, I ain't seen him. I'm just making emergency happen, because I just love seeing his little face. He is so, and y'all, he down. How old is he? 30 something, 40 something. He way older than me. I'm acting like he dang on a toddler. But he's such a sweet, sweet guy. He's such a sweet, sweet guy. He saw Jori. He met Jeremy. Because Jeremy came with me once, like a couple of weeks ago. And he's seen Jori a lot, because Jori, the one who's not in school, so sometimes I bring her with me. He has met the twins once. But he's so sweet. He's so sweet. I hope he's having a blessed new year. That's right. Hope yes, because my sister ain't gonna investigate, y'all. She ain't gonna investigate nothing. I'm like, girl, does that man got a girlfriend over there? Got kids? I don't know. Girl, give me that damn name. Make sure. Talking about he met him on a damn dating app. Are y'all exclusive? What's going on? Girl, I'm looking it up. Because these three girls, I'm going to be all in their iCloud. I can't wait to hand them an iPhone. Yes, y'all want a phone? Here you go. So I can be all right into it. When we get into our favorite home, I promise you there's going to be a secret room that nobody allowed into but me. And it's going to look like a police station. It's going to be monitors, cameras. Like, I'm going to be logged into all the stuff, the trackers. I'm going to have movements. I'm going to see everything. I'm going to see all the things. They're going to be like, my mama was always so wild. When they speak about funeral, like, hold on, let me go check out Jiya. They go, my mama was so wise. She knew everything, y'all. So she always knew how to ask just the right questions. I bet you I did. Let me bring some more water in here. Oh, my little candle in here burning, y'all. It smells good. Had to give them both some water. Are you older than your brother and sister? No, my sister is 2 years older than me, and I'm 2 years older than my brother. 91, 93, 95. Hey, Keesha, Happy New Year. Do you believe in right price and wrong time? Because I'm going through it. I do believe in that because at some point, especially when me and Jeremy were going through what we was going through, I didn't want to say right person per se because I just felt like we were just it was so much friction and so much disconnect with where we were mentally when it came to a relationship. And I definitely feel like if me and Jeremy would have probably started dating where he is now mentally, but it's also complicated to say that because where he is mentally, I don't think it came with time, so to speak. It came with him mentally making a choice because everything that we all do as human is by choice. We all have a choice to make with certain things, and he could have made better choices earlier. So I don't want to really say it's just because of age. So just to answer your question, I do believe in right person, wrong time. I've seen successful stories of people who dated or dealt with one another during a certain period of time. And it was better off a year later or 2 years later, or sometimes 10 years later. It just depends on whatever it was. Look for all the color flags. Yes. Yes. Y'all, I love y'all so much. Just all the support. Some of y'all just been here from day one. All the support. Just continuously showing up, watching the videos, DMing me. A lot of y'all DM me so much, and I appreciate y'all so much. I don't check my DMs as often because y'all know the DMs are in categories: priority, general, and then the review one. And a lot of y'all are already in the priority because y'all message so much. I've moved y'all over to the priority because I'm like, let me make sure I don't miss your message or whatever. And I really, really appreciate y'all for sure. Like, I love y'all. Y'all don't even know, like, YouTube has changed my life. I'm so grateful that I've had YouTube and I've had the opportunity. Speaking of, y'all, my TripAdvisor, I texted him today. I'm gonna need to go check in on him, make sure he ain't at the office. I'm gonna go email his email because I was texting him, but he ain't answering me back. I said, now everybody's supposed to be back in his office now, so I'm gonna have to go text him because I'm gonna have to be making sure we solidify our group. If y'all are going on this Bali trip, I've had so many people message me telling me they were trying to save up to pay their deposit or whatever it is. That's perfectly fine. I'm not in a rush. We're not even going into July. You got to pay it sooner rather than later, or you could pay it all at once. It doesn't make me no never mind. But I am messaging my TripAdvisor because I'm changing my itinerary completely. Ashley told me that there was a lot of stuff missing. Of course, I've never been there, so I didn't know what was missing or whatnot. But she looked at my itinerary and was like, girl, this need to be on there. This need to be on there, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to get with him. So I'm going to try to email him. And it probably, sometimes your email bounce back is like, oh, such and such is out the office and such. I'm going to see if that happens or what's going on because we need to change this up quickly. Yes, not age. Life and life events contribute to how you show up in relationships. I totally agree. Totally. Oh, it says it's her husband, an older black man. Girl, the way she be talking, her husband, 95. How to make him act right.
Don't be trying to make him do right. How can I make him act right? By acting wrong. That's how you do it. You make him act right by acting wrong. Okay?
I need to come on here and do my sprinkles. These women are on here. I'm talking about white women, black women, young women, old women. I see all kinds of women through these comments. Like this sheet is for the women. Shira for president, because she is getting through to these ladies. I'm talking about, do y'all see the profiles of these people that's under these comments? Everybody, y'all follow me on TikTok. I'm about to be posting way more. I'm about to do more talking segments because TikTok is just like raw. Like you just, and some of my stuff I post on all my platforms just across the board because I'm like, why not? But because I want to make sure I keep my consistency going up. But y'all, make sure y'all go follow me on TikTok. It's the same thing, Keesha underscore Kaylee, because I'm about to be on TikTok. Like this is definitely my year to actually get fully immersed into TikTok, because before, and not just to like grow it for any other reason, I just think I'm going to be doing a lot more, what is it called, non-polished content, like way more relatable conversations just in real time. Like I'm gonna like all of that stuff. It's cool to do it on your story, but you only have so much time to talk and say stuff on your story. And my Instagram is just kind of like cookie cutter, polished, clean type of vibes. But my TikTok, it's gonna still be polished because that's just me. But I definitely am going to start having real story. I'm gonna bring back story times, and it'll just be easier because I don't gotta worry about editing no videos, like how I would on a like YouTube. And story times, yes, they could be big on YouTube right now, but I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, my vlogs and my hair videos. Speaking of, my clip-in video will come out tomorrow. Obviously, y'all won't be getting the clip-in, so watch the video just to support me. And I love y'all so much. And then this video will be coming out in a few more days, and you guys will be able to win this week. This is a glueless unit. Y'all see the video, but this is a glue. I just threw this on my hair real quick to come on this live. But yes, y'all can get this. And I have several more wigs all around this room, all around this house that I still will be giving away. And y'all, let me know if y'all still want me to do that raffle for my desktop. Let me not say that because I know y'all damn tired of me asking that. I need to just do it. I need to dang on do it because yes, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Y'all definitely still want it. Is this the same thing? Oh no. This is the this is for the eyes. This is for the eyes. I haven't even started. I don't have under eyes. I mean, I don't have like darkness, or I feel like my skin will probably age like how my mom's is. Like my mom still has youthful, beautiful skin. This is a lot. This little bitty bottle, you gotta monitor this. And I need to schedule my next see, like this, I want to just be doing this talking stuff on TikTok. Just picking up my camera and telling y'all some tea, or talking about something, or showing the girls. The girls got so many videos on my phone. Their personalities are so big. That water helped them. Y'all hear how they ain't coughed in a while? Let me knock on wood because they be over there huffing and puffing. But I usually just get in that water when they start coughing like that, and they be okay. But this how y'all supposed to do under eyes, because I don't never do nothing under my eyes. Y'all gotta let me know. Skincare for the win. Now that I'm 30, oh baby, I'm back to be back in my getting my facials regularly. Cause nobody ain't about to be able to tell my age. And I'm definitely gonna be doing my neck. Now I don't know why I just put this eye stuff down there, but y'all know I'm about to be doing my little neck stuff. Is this what I'm supposed to do? I gotta go watch some more videos. I think this is what the girls be doing. Just be patting underneath. But I done scrolled all the way out the comments. It says the heater is my bestie. Girl, we got heaters all over this house. Jeremy is like, Keesha, what more do you want from us? Like, why do you have to why do we have to have the heat on? And now we don't have no heaters downstairs. I give everybody a break on the first floor. There's a heater in the basement, but obviously there's no ventilation, so it has to be one down there. But up here, we got a heater in every room. We got a heater in every single room. I do not be playing about my heaters. At nighttime, I kind of turn most of the heaters off and just let the system do its thing. But I don't like being cold at night, so it just depends. Yes, raw and unfiltered. TikTok is about to be the raw, unfiltered. I feel like I'm pretty raw and unfiltered. Do y'all feel like that? I think it's because I am like, I don't have to mask who I am. When I talk to y'all, I talk to y'all. I give it to y'all. Like, even this right now, this is raw and unfiltered. This is like, this ain't no facade. This is how I am. If you was one of my close friends, this they would say this is Keesha in her entirety. But we definitely gonna give like way more raw and unfiltered, if that makes sense. I have never done a TikTok live, but I definitely think I'm gonna start doing them. Yeah. Will we be expecting baby boy pastel? Y'all, I was drunk on New Year's. I had to get on my friends. I was like, now I know y'all saw my post. Why nobody didn't message me like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, what? They were like, girl, we thought you was being serious. I was like, I was drunk. I was so drunk. Like, I was super, super drunk. I don't even want to say drunk. That sounds bad. I was so lit. Like, I felt like such a vibe. But I guess they say it's sober. Y'all know the saying. But I don't know why I just started randomly thinking. Jeremy was texting me and because he was so sad that he wanted to go out so bad. He wanted to go out with me so bad. And I was telling him, like, babe, I don't even want to go out. I'm just going out because it's my best friend's birthday. Like, I'm not even really going out for New Year's celebration. And he wanted to go. She even invited him, like, yes, because they real cool. And but he had to stay home and watch the girls. He had to stay home and watch the girls. So he's texting me the whole time I'm out, like literally nonstop. And I guess I just let the alcohol get the best of me. But I don't really want to me and Jeremy have some big plans for next year. We still in the process of selling our house. We're still building our dream house. I going on trips and this, that, and the third. And hello, y'all can start talking to me about baby boy pastel. And then I also told Jeremy, like, do we need to go to the clinic and go pull baby boy pastel out? Because he gonna have a heart attack if we have baby girl pastel. I'm gonna have a heart attack for him because me personally, I would not be devastated if we got pregnant again and we end up finding out it's a girl. I wouldn't be devastated because my daughters are perfect. Like, oh, I love them so much. So I would be more than happy to figure out what another little mini me would look like, act like. That's exciting to me. However, I know for a fact Jeremy genuinely wants this son with me. So I'm just like, I don't know. You keep giving me these girls. We may need to go to the damn clinic and pay to make sure now, but we're gonna just leave into God's hands. I don't know how I feel about that per se, but if we were to do it, we would tell y'all. I think. I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't want to say nothing. I don't know. It's not. I don't feel like that's that big of a deal. Just to be like, yeah, we decided to just make sure we had a boy. It says I knew you was drunk when I saw that. Yes, I was, and I was cracking. I couldn't even. I was, and then it's so funny because I also posted a video of me, and Jeremy had commented to it, and he was like, "See, I knew you was out there having so much fun, babe." And I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about? I haven't even posted nothing." I was like, "Let me click what he responded to," because it said reply splash done replied to your story. I'm like, "What the fuck is he replying to?" And because I was like, the only thing I posted was my best friend. And it was my ass. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I had to delete the video. Then the when I had posted when I when I posted myself again and it was like black and white. I don't even know how the heck that happened. But I was like, let me let that stay because people gonna be thinking I'm hacked at this point. It's like videos going up, coming right back down, going up, coming right back down. So I let that videos just slide. But it was not even intentional. It was never. I had a hat on and everything. I was literally like, I mean, I had my makeup done and I was looking cute with my little outfit, but I was like, You said they crazy on TikTok? Who crazy? Who's crazy on TikTok? I don't be watching people's lives on TikTok. I just kind of just see the fun stuff, I guess. It says you are gracious, Keesha. Thank you. Naturally pretty. I love your videos, girl. Thank you. IVF videos. I did tell him. His mom even said that to me. It's like, y'all should probably go to the clinic just to make sure. And I'm just like, part of me is like, okay, God, aligned our daughters up for the reasons that he did. And we are so in love with our girls. Like, we are so in love with our girls. But I'm just like, I know I don't want to even tell myself like this is about to be a magical, happily ever after. We're about to have this boy, and it's just gonna be, epic, and the world's gonna go crazy because what's her face? Brittany Fools. Oh, y'all thought I was a spider. It was my hair. What is it? Oh my gosh, that fucking scared me. That scared me. Am I freaking drunk now? Let me stop. Like, that just scared. Like, didn't that look like a spider to y'all? That looked like a spider. It was like a big ass tarantula on my head. Okay, let me get back to what I was talking about. But but we was talking about having a boy. Yeah, I just know. Brittany, she ended up having her fourth girl. And a whole bunch of other YouTube families y'all know about just had the same gender over and over and over again. So I'm just like, Jeremy, I don't know. We do obviously know it's possible for him to spit out a boy, but I don't know. Maybe our DNA mixed together for girls. I don't know. I just don't want him to be brokenhearted again. Because after that, it won't be no more. It wouldn't be no more. So that's all she wrote. Like, that's the end of it. And I know how much it means to him. So I'm not opposed to the whole IVF thing. It just costs money to do it. I'm not opposed to it. It says IVF increases chance of twins too. Oh no, that right there. By you telling me that, we're gonna have to just take our chances because, baby, I don't want twins in my body. No, no, no. Y'all already know how many pregnant questions I get already every time I post a picture in a video. Keesha, say it ain't so. No, it ain't so. No. If I'm pregnant, it's gonna be more discreet than this. It ain't gonna just be sitting there in a form-fitted dress looking cute. Just my little sit down when I was sitting down right here in that gold dress for the creator giveaway thing, the influencer stinker Santa. You know how many people message me talking about, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Are you? And I'm like, it is so, like, I'm not really offended. Well, I actually am. I'm not really offended. I guess I kind of just think, do you really think I'm going to just be like, yes, I'm pregnant? Like, what are you expecting? Like, just if you thought I was pregnant, just wait around for an announcement. But I don't know. If we got pregnant again, we definitely waited to tell y'all about Journie and Jiya because we clearly miscarried. So we were freaking out. And with Jori, didn't we wait for Jori too? I think we waited for Jori too. We probably will wait again. I don't want nobody to be praying on my baby's downfall. It says I have two daughters, and of course I want a boy, but after that I'm good. When people do IVF to get the sex they want, and if the embryo dies while on ice, do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? It's the same as an abortion. I hope no. You talking about on ice? You know what's so funny? One of my Spelman sisters was born on a petri dish. We was talking about it in political science. And when I tell you, when she told me that, for some reason, she just started looking like an alien to me. I don't know what the world was going through my brain. That day, I'll never forget. Like, I literally can envision myself sitting right behind. I was sitting behind her, and we were talking about IVF. Because remember, I'm dating a girl. So I'm like, oh, I'm so intrigued. Like, that her parents did IVF. She's like, yeah, I was born via IVF. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, they put me on a petri dish, and they did this. And I was like, and next thing you know, her face just morphed into an alien. I need a good night, y'all. What am I talking about? It says I would never ask no woman that, but people just ask me that all the time. all the time. Like every time I post anything with me sitting down, and it's like, I don't know. Y'all know I have diastasis, but I think my belly looks like, I don't know. I just don't feel like it gives pregnant. It doesn't give pregnant to me. But maybe the roundness. Hold on, let me take the comment off the screen. Like when I sit like this, I don't know. I guess because I've had babies before. I don't really know why. I don't know. Maybe in clothes it just gives that, but I don't know. But they be asking me, like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. And then one girl, she tried to like get out of it by saying, oh, you were glowing. I'm like, oh, okay. Yes, Lula, we're going to Bali. I'm taking the keys and the Duns. And by Duns, I mean, if you want to bring your man, because my man is coming. At first, I was going to bring my best friend, but then I told Jeremy, I was like, I'm bringing my best friend. And he was like, why I can't go? And I was like, I don't think you care to go on the key trip. And he was like, yeah, we can make it the keys and the Duns. So he's coming now. So, and then plus he was like, no offense to nobody, but you already know. He was like, oh no, I'm coming, make sure ain't nobody be touching my baby, blah, blah, blah. And he wants to go to Bali. We've always talked about going to Bali. So, and then when we go, it's not like we're going to go again next week. We want to go see other places. So this July 4th through I can't remember what day it ends. That's the time of the trip. We're going in July. Nothing has been set in stone and affirmed though. I'm trying to get with the trip advisor, but I have a trip advisor. Everything is set up on the website, all the itinerary stuff. We got to amend the itinerary because we will it's not giving what it's supposed to give, but it's supposed to be in celebration of my however many years on YouTube. I think 9 or 10 at this point. And yeah, we are going to like live it up. I already have spoken to some people to do like some custom items and really like y'all will be vacationing with moi. So that will be extremely, extremely fun. And I'm so excited. So if you guys are interested, message me so we can start y'all's payments plans. It says Jeremy definitely needs to be there. Oh, he made sure to let me know he gonna be there. He gonna definitely be there. It says I'm gonna be fat around that time. Oh, for your baby. It's not for life. You a kinky girl. You are a kinky. And the only, oh yeah, also for the Bali trip, you got to be 18. I really need to push it to 21, but they told me it just got to be 18. So I was like, forget it. But I'm 30. Do I really want to go party with an 18-year-old? I mean, I feel like I look 18. Bump all that. I look 18. When I be going out, when I tell y'all the older ladies, when they see me with the girls, they always be throwing the shade, honey. Oh, they are so beautiful. Look at them. Are these all yours? Yes, they're all mine. Girl, how old are you? Because they kind of big. And I'm like, oh, I'm 30. 30, girl. I thought you would. They trying to say they thought I was hunching at a young age, and I still look good for my age. But 30 is young. 30 is definitely young. And that's another reason why I gotta pop another baby out sooner rather than later, because I am not about to be running after no little one. It is a full-time job and a full-time responsibility. Jori starts preschool next year. All the girls will be in school. Like, if we're going to run this whole thing back, like when you think about it, that's wild. Like starting this whole process all the way over, that's a huge commitment to the body, to the mind, to your finances. We have to get a new car because nobody can fit. The family wouldn't be able to fit in my car or Jeremy's car. We definitely, like I said, that's why we're trying to make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's, get this household, give me the dream closet part 2 again. I vlogged and talked about it a little bit more so y'all see, because I think I showed y'all, and it's gonna be in the next vlog. I think that's what I did, or did I already show it? I think it's in the next vlog where I kind of show this room. Yeah. Oh, y'all, I'm getting tired. I need to be getting off here. What time I started? At 8:45. It's 11. Oh, this was perfect timing. Y'all, thank y'all for coming to chat with me. We talked about the kids, y'all, and now I know I'm 100%. I'm not gonna move forward with doing a flu shot. If anything changes, I'll update you guys in the vlog. I just need to hear from y'all. And if there's any other natural remedies, please, I don't care, in the next vlog or whatever vlog you discover it that's the most recent, please comment, let me know. And if there's anything else that I can share, like I said, the oil of oregano, make sure y'all get that oil of oregano. Make sure you get this or the black seed oil, the natural remedies. I still have plenty videos in my phone of me filming me making the natural remedies. I never posted it yet. Speaking of, I probably should post one of them tomorrow. My Instagram all over the place. It's a little this, a little that, a little this, but because I know a lot of y'all are always messaging me like, did you say you was doing this natural remedy? What's the ingredients? And I just wish I could just send a reel, be like, hey, here it is. So I think I may post one of them tomorrow because I filmed it like right when it was getting cold, and I was like, let me make sure that I film it so I can post it. But I'm going to also start sharing, not gatekeeping. I've started a new hair growth. Oh, it's not even just specifically for hair growth, but I am trying to grow my hair really long this year, as well as the girls. So I'm going to do a tutorial with the flaxseed gel. The girls were sick this time around, so it just did not work out. And I don't even know where those clips went. I think I mistakenly deleted the first part. Y'all saw in the vlog that came out today or yesterday where it just started with them with their hair in the end, but I did actually vlog me making the flaxseed stuff, and I put it on my phone. But the next time I do it, I'm gonna film the process again and share some. Oh, actually, as a matter of fact, I gotta do Jori's hair. I gotta find this. The stylist got to come back now because their hair got to stay braided. It's no way I can. I'm not like doing their hair, but that flaxseed gel, that stuff right there. Oh, that's the best product I've ever put in their hair. Their hair maintained their curl pattern and it stayed locked in place from the time I did it up until now. In the morning, all I got to do is add a little water and it's perfect. I love that. And it has a lot of growing benefits. So I'll keep you guys updated with the girls' hair and the product that I'm now using. Now, I was already using this specific oil and I swear by it. I started using this oil a couple of months ago when I had got my hair pressed last year, whatever month that was, probably before Jori's birthday. So probably like May, June-ish type of around then. My hair has grown so much. Like when she just pressed my hair out for those clip-ins, my hair was super, super long, as you guys saw in the clips. So I want to go ahead and show that product. And also I put the product in the girls' hair. The girls' hair is super, super long and healthy and full with that product. So I'm going to share it in the vlog. And the new product that I'm trying out. It's also supposed to help with energy. I ain't seen a change yet, y'all, because I took me a little nap yesterday. And today I was trying to take me a nap until Jeremy came into the room. Needing being a man. So I didn't take the nap, but all in all, I'm going to start sharing way more. And one of my goals for my YouTube channel is to start sharing the links. It's not my fault though. It's not my fault. It's Amazon's fault because a lot of my stuff is on Amazon. And of course, I could just share the Amazon link, but I want my influencer credit. So I want to be able to count my clicks and links, taps on the links and stuff like that. And I got in contact with the Amazon person and they were messaging me before the break. So I need to reach back out to them tomorrow and see if they can go back into my account and try to figure it out. If not, that's the main reason why I haven't been sharing the links that I've been saying I was going to share, because I want to get the credit. Like, it's not even really about the money because I'm pretty sure it's just like a few dollars you can make or what. Oh, did somebody send me? What's this? Oh, this is so cute and so nice. Thank you so much. Now everybody just try to trump over her $50 and everybody the next person sends 60. I'm just I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let me stop. But thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. It says I inboxed you on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna get on there after this. I'm gonna start also trying to go live every 2 weeks because I got to get back on my live kick since I'm not gonna be uploading as much, and I just don't have the time to upload. I'm really trying to focus on my real estate stuff. I have a lot of clients right now, and I'm under contract for a house, and I have another client. I'm actively trying to help him find one, and I also have my listings. I have a listing that's about to come. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's not the 6th. The photos. We're taking photos on the 6th. So I'm trying to make it on the top producers list this year. And you have to sell a certain number of houses or make a certain amount of profit to be a top producer. So I'm literally trying to make sure I stay focused. And also credit repair. I have gotten so much success with credit repair. So I really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Way more business than I was getting before. Because I've had a good amount of clients with credit repair since I first announced it, but it's like now it's like 5, 6, 7 are getting added a day. I usually have a cutoff of 15, but I told myself like I'm really trying to keep my schedule the way it needs to. Like today, I probably did like 9 credit clients already in one day. And then right when I get done with this, I'm gonna go log in and upload reports. And yes, if you need credit repair, please text my phone and get your credit repair. And if you also need to buy a house or an investment property, those interest rates have dropped. The interest rates have dropped. This is the time to get out there because what's going to happen is once way more people get into it, let me tell y'all, my listings, one of them was under contract. One of them we haven't had a showing in months. As soon as January 3rd hit, when I tell you my phone was blown, I had agents calling me and I wasn't even about to answer the phone because I was like, who is this? And I answered, I'm like, hello. And they're like, hey, we trying to come see this house. I had like 3 showings on one property just yesterday alone. Like the interest is coming in. So what that happens is it starts shifting from being a buyer's market to a seller's market. And that is not great for buyers because buyers, most of you guys, a lot of you guys want earnest money, and you don't get earnest money when it's a seller's market because it's a hot commodity. So when they have 30, 40, 50, like I said, this house that we have right here, it was either 40 or 50, I can't remember anymore, but it was like 40 or 50 offers on this house. Did they give me $1 to go towards my closing costs? No, not $1, not a penny, not a cent, nothing. But now this is the time where sellers are offering closing costs, this, that, and the third, like a lot more incentives. So you don't want to wait. People are picking up. People are having conversations with their agents and finding out like, oh my gosh, interest rates are dropping. This, that, and the third is going on. So you can still get into a house right now at a much lower rate, price, all this other good stuff. And sellers are still going to offer you the closing costs or you can negotiate it. But I promise you, within the next month or two, if they drop even further, which they are anticipated to do so, you can hang that up, y'all. Y'all gonna be paying your own closing costs, and don't ask me nothing else about it because I tried to tell y'all there's so many ways of getting extra income by doing investment property. So if you're not ready to purchase your own forever home, but you have a little coin or at least a decent credit score, you should be getting an investment property. Everybody who's on this right now, especially if you're in Atlanta, and I can go take you to physically see these properties, you should be thinking about having an investment property. Because when I tell you our counterparts have them by the dozen, they have them. I don't see or hear of a lot of interest. When I'm in my office at my brokerage and I'm talking to these other agents, my office is a predominantly white office. When I'm talking to these other agents, the counterparts are eating up the real estate industry because they are being taught by their families, and this generational wealth is staying within their families. And I'm trying to educate and I'm trying to teach my Black sisters and brothers about real estate and the power of investing. You have to allow me. This year I'm also going to be doing a lot more in person onboarding with clients. I did a lot of over the phone. I didn't mind it. I did a lot of FaceTime, Zoom, formal meetings. But this year we're getting back to the coffee shops. I want to meet up with my clients. I want to educate them. I want to go over my presentations. Like, I have my first year, I was getting my feet wet, figuring it out. I'm now an expert when it comes to real estate. That's what I have taken my time out to do my due diligence, being on a team with Chanel. Chanel is an amazing, she's a fucking rock star agent. Like, when I tell you, I have so much respect for my lead. She took off half the year last year. Her mother died on New Year's Day. Her father died right sometime last year. I'm not gonna tell all her business, but I mean, she talks about this all the time. If you follow her or if you even look at her page, she talks about this like almost every day. You'll see on her story she tells every day. But anyways, she had 8 million in sales with only working half the year. The knowledge that she has on real estate is out of this world. So she's fed me that knowledge, and I am prepared. I'm fully equipped, and I don't really know what else to say, y'all. I can talk until I'm blue in the face, but a lot of y'all have been thinking about it or wanting to get a property or wanting to, finally do this. Let me sit down with you and explain to you why. And if you're not in Georgia, I can service you anywhere in the United States. I can't physically show you a house because if I'm not licensed in your state, I can't physically take you to the house because I don't have the access code to do that. But I have partners in every state here. So I can have someone else do that and let me be the expert when it comes to getting your house and educate you when it comes to getting your house. If your credit is not where it needs to be, what are you waiting for? People are paying $2,000, $3,000. I have had so many clients who paid $2,000, $3,000 and their credit is still not where it needs to be and came and paid me $300 and in 5 days it's fixed. And they're like, what the world did you do that they weren't doing? Like, let me do it. I can take away any negative item on your credit report. Like, and it's the legal way. I don't do credit disputes. I don't do all of that. I'm not going to sit here and give y'all a long drawn out process. If you want to learn how to do it, you can pay me the coin to teach you. But in simplest form, I can help you. And I can only help those that want to be helped. I need to have people who have an interest and an eagerness to win this year, because my platform is now about to be used to really bring my Black people up. I think there's so much room at the top for all of us to eat. It's just about who you know and what you have access to. And I want to give my clients access to the knowledge that I have, the resources that I have. There's so many different opportunities out there, but you just don't know that they're readily available. I don't knock anyone who rents. If you need to continue to rent for whatever your various reasons are, that is perfectly fine. I'm not that agent who's going to tell you it's the end of the world by doing that. What I will do is tell you, if I could go back in time as I speak right now, and I could have gotten an investment property while I was living in my high rise, paying that $4,000 rent, paying this, paying that, doing this, doing that, paying a $2,000 car note. Because when I first got my Audi, it was definitely a $2,000 car note because I co-signed for so many people that y'all know how that goes. Not because I got bad credit, because your girl never did that, but because I co-signed for so many people. You have a car credit score, a mortgage credit score, a credit card credit score. You have all these different credit scores. So when you co-sign and all that, but luckily I was able to refinance and I wasn't co-signed. Well, I'm only co-signed to one of my mom's cars now, but and then now I got a lower rate. But paying all that money, and I was not well educated of what I could have been doing with my pocket change or what I could have been doing with the money that I got from this one brand deal or this, that, and the third. Oh, Lord have mercy. If I can go back in time, but I can't. So now what I got to do is I got to teach you guys. I have to give you guys this information, and I want you guys to understand this. I have never had the crab in a barrel mentality as I've been on my platform. I have had the privilege to be successful in almost every single thing that I've touched. Any business endeavor I went into, anything that I've wanted to do, but it didn't come from just speaking about future tense of me doing something. It took me to be proactive and decide that this is what I want to do and this is how I want to change my life. I'm telling you, there's so many different ways to change your life, but one of the easiest ways is to become an investor. And I can explain that and I can help you do that, or to just go ahead and make that big leap of faith and decide. But don't wait till the last minute to say, okay, Keesha told me this back in January, now my lease about to end in June, and now here it is, May, and now I got to do, like one of my clients, her lease actually is about to end very soon. But when did she start working with me? Like damn near when I first started, when I got my license. And we're finally at the end of the road. She finally is sending over her documents for the mortgage, but I had to get her straight. She never knew nothing about this. And it took a while to prepare her. And it may take a while. I had to fix her credit. I had to do this, I had to do that. We had to do a lot of stuff to get her where she is. So I don't want y'all to wait. I want y'all to definitely fully take advantage of this because I want to help you guys. So definitely do that. Would I want to be a broker? I would want to be a broker for the most part, just to become an associate broker. My personality is broker vibes because I'm a very alpha female and I'm a great leader. And I just get broker vibes. So that's just kind of how it is. But with real estate, okay, I don't like the responsibilities of a broker, for one. I don't want to have that big responsibility because it is a big responsibility to have. What I would want to do is get my broker license, because when you get your broker's license, all you have to do is go to a brokerage and say, hey, I already have my broker license, so I can do all the things you can do, but I don't want to be the broker of this firm. So now I can be an associate broker to the office and keep my full commission. That's what I want to do. Keep all my money and have to only worry about me and my licenses. I do think that in the future, I would want to have a team or agents under me, like me running it. But right now, I'm going to stay in my place and I'm going to stay in my lane when it comes to real estate until I have way more knowledge than some of the vets or some of the top agents in the game. It's not the time for me to just come and just have my own thing going on. I'm still learning actively under Chanel's dynamic leadership, but after 3 years of having your license, you can get your your broker's license, and I definitely will be getting my broker's license for me to keep my money. Yeah. No more co-signing for me either. No more co-signing for me either. Thank you so much. I love real estate too. I'm so grateful that God gave me the strength to complete that, because if y'all would have been able to see that behind the scenes, that was the most stressful I've ever been in my life, is getting my real estate license. So I'm so grateful. And that's just a thing of the past. I'm literally about to be at a year on January 27th. I won't forget the moment I walked into that office to take that test. I almost threw up on myself, y'all, walking out to get that little slip to see if I passed or failed. Like right before the lady gave me the slip, she was like, remember, there's other people in there taking their tests. Be able to control your emotions. And I'm like, when I did my little 1-2 and looked on my paper to see how many answers because you have to take a course final and then your licensing exam. When I took my course final, I did online, so mine was proctored online. So immediately when I clicked submit, it and I'm sitting there looking, and then my thing popped up pass. I was like, oh Lord! I called Ashley quick as crap. I was in there taking that test. I didn't even take that long to take. I'm a good test taker, so it didn't take that long. I kept asking, like, do I got more time? The proctor was like, yes, you just asked this 20 seconds ago. Yes. I was like, do I got more time? And then I just knew, like, don't second guess. And I started going in there and I changed 2 answers. And I told my ass, go ahead and hit submit, Keesha. Wrap this on up because you is not about to fail this test because you keep going in here changing stuff. And one of the answers I changed to the wrong answer, one of the answers I changed to the right answer. So I was like, okay, 50-50. But when I went in there and took the big test, that licensing test, ooh, woo, that was nothing to play with. Literally, me and Ashley studied so fucking hard for that. That was nothing to play with. That was probably, but you know what? It's so crazy because my final course test was harder than my licensing test. My final course test, I honestly thought I failed. When I calculated how many I thought I got right, I was not as confident. And I give myself kudos because they say only 10% of people can pass the online exam. And people who are doctors, lawyers, all these big professions have tried to get their real estate exam and they have even dropped out because they're like, this is too fucking hard. And taking it online is even harder, much harder, because there's no limit to how much you have to study to like try to learn the information. So your brain has to really be absorbing. But anyways, when I took the licensing exam, people were failing, but they just got their little fail sheet and walked out, and then you can retake it again, and you just paid a fee again, like $100-something. And when I tell you, when I calculated how many I thought I got wrong, I think it was only 2. It was only 2 out of the whole test, and I was like, "There's no fucking way." Out of all this, I only didn't feel that confident about 2 of them, and really, I only had picked those 2 because I was feeling confident about them all. But I was like, well, I gotta choose something because I know I just didn't get no perfect 100, but I could have. I don't know. I will never know what that score was. If there's one thing I can do right now, I had one wish. Well, I won't waste my wish on that. But if I could have 10 wishes, that would definitely be one of my wishes to figure out what my score was on that test. Because when I looked up those 2 questions that I thought I got wrong, I actually got those right. But they don't let you know what your score is because at that point you can try to memorize all the questions, which I actually did memorize all the questions. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. It says me either, not even for my children. Nope. I'm gonna teach them how to build credit. I built my credit on my own at 18. Both of my parents, they did not have the best credit because of various reasons of them co-signing for other people or doing this or doing that. And yeah, theirs wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like 800 perfect scores or nothing. But I told myself at 18, I was like, girl, you gotta build your credit. So I got my first little credit card. I got my Victoria's Secret credit card. Next thing you know, I was able to get approved for an Old Navy credit card. Then then I was going everywhere. I was getting Macy's credit. Every store I went in, they said, would you like to open a card? I was like, yes, why not? Go ahead, put my stuff in. Here it is. And I had like 10 credit cards, but not one was missed. Not one was missed. Like I had a great credit score. Like that's when I got my first Audi. Like they pulled my credit and it was all she wrote. I was selling off into the sunset. But anyways, y'all, it says licensing exams are the worst. I was sweating during boards. Oh, I don't even want to think about another test. Except for that dang on broker test. But we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. But anyways, y'all. Oh, you took your test too? You took your real estate test? No, you couldn't. You took your real estate test? Well, good luck. And your name looks so familiar. Hey, sis. Are you just now coming on? It says, this still alive? He's so smart and confident. One thing, I don't never played about my education because my daddy did not play about our education. He told me and he drilled in my brain. When I used to be walking around here in the mirror, going like this and putting on my little lip gloss and brushing my hair and thinking when we went out and people used to giving me too many compliments, my dad was pissed. It wasn't like he was mad I was getting compliments, but he just felt like it was making me, or he said it. It definitely wasn't the truth, but he was just like, you're vain. Look at you all in the mirror every time. All these people give you compliments, calling you pretty, and now you think you just the queen, blah blah blah. I'm like, that's not even what I felt. I just like to be in the mirror because I was a girl. That's just literally what it was. I went over here like, oh, look at me, like I'm just that girl. Like no, but you know how dads can be. But what he did always stress to me is when he saw me in that mirror, you need to use it before you lose it. That's what he would tell me all the time, and he would just be like, you can go so far in life with your looks, but I promise you, a smart girl will go further. Now, my daddy need to go look at social media now. And I could say, Daddy, I didn't even have to work as hard, Daddy. Because look at what's going on, Daddy. These women they don't have to do nothing, Daddy. My dad would lose his mind if I told him something like that, but I ain't gonna tell him. But or maybe he'll laugh. I don't know. He's older now. We could laugh about these things. I'm grown. He's grown. But yeah, my dad did not play about that. So I prided myself on being well educated. And I felt it was so much more flattering because I was teacher's pet. I was definitely teacher's pet. I was definitely the one who had her homework, and I was definitely one that had a 99 but was like, why didn't I get a 100? I was very hard on myself if I got anything less than an A plus. And I love when the other kids looked at me or wanted answers from me or needed help from me. Like I tutored like kids, like gave homework out, answers out, like all of it. Like you get the answers. Like I loved it. Like I felt such a pride with being smart. Like I don't know, I felt really confident. My dad is extremely smart. And my dad told us about it, honey. His mom, his siblings, they always told us, like, your dad is so smart. My dad was a who's who of America. I told y'all this before. So my dad, I'm like, damn, my daddy's a genius. He was always so well educated. And he always spoke so eloquently. My dad was just really smart. So I admired him for that. And I just knew. And then my sister was, she was born right before me. So she started school before me. When she got to elementary school, she tested into gifted. So I was like, oh my gosh. So when I remember her, the letters coming home from school saying Alexis Anderson is in the talented and gifted. Like she got into talented and gifted in second grade. So when I got to school, it was like, oh, we got another little Anderson. And I was like, okay, I gotta be just as smart as my sister. Like it was a really, really big deal. Because it was cool to be smart when I was growing up. I don't know about now or where everybody else is from, but it was cool to be smart. Like a lot of the popular people were some of the smartest kids. I know how it is contrary on like when you watch movies and stuff like that, but some of the most popular boys were the athletes and were smart. Some of the most popular girls were the athletes and were smart. Like they were the cheerleaders, they were the dancers. Like they were really, like, honestly, most of the valedictorians I've ever known were all a form of an athlete, a top athlete at that. Most of them. So my sister, she wasn't an athlete or anything like that, but my sister graduated number 7 in her class for high school, and she was just really smart. So everybody used to talk to me like about how smart my sister was, like, oh my gosh, because I was real cool with a lot of her peers from her class because I either did some type of sport with them or whatever. So they're like, oh, you're Alexis little, told me like, oh, she's so smart. But I guess they didn't know like, oh girl, your girl gets down. Like me and my sister, we different in our personalities, but I'm just as smart. So I loved it. I loved it. And it just always made me, that was probably my favorite compliment ever, like throughout school. Or no, also that people like my personality, because that's why I was voted best personality. I like that one too. But I also like when it's like, yeah, Keesha, she's smart as F. Like, go ask Keesha type of thing. Oh my gosh. Now, you are the ultimate teacher's pet. I was my teacher's flower girl. What grade were you in? I got to hear this. Yes, my dad, definitely. So I wouldn't not recommend it because I am a true testimony that you can do it and pass it. A lot of people discourage me, but I also know me. I don't need a teacher or professor to be in front of me for me to learn. If you are that type of person that needs guidance when it comes to it, real estate is really, really hard, and they're making it harder because so many people are trying to get their license. So if you're that type of person that you need guidance, someone to be on you, someone to give you a study guide. Yes, you get little study guides online, but this is a study guide of a whole book. Whereas when Ashley, she did it in person, she got a study guide from her professor, which was not encompassing of the whole real estate book that we got for our study material. It was just what the professor told the class to study. And it was way more simplified because I studied it. She Me and her were in real estate school literally at the very same time. So we were studying together, and when her teacher gave her stuff, she would send it to me because I guess she was feeling bad because I don't got no teacher to give me nothing. And I studied it to the freaking T. And when I opened up my course final, I felt like I was reading another language. I was like, what? I got a 100 on every practice test I took. And when I clicked that thing, that's why online people fail mostly, probably because of that course final. It's a disconnect between what we were learning in the material because it's a boatload of information compared to when you take the course final. But it can be done because I did it. So I wouldn't, and it, especially time is it's a commitment to drive to that school, sit in the class, all that type of stuff. I definitely think it was a little easier to do in person. I definitely think, based off me and Ashley's experience, her experience was a lot easier than mine. Third grade, what? That is so. My sister's teachers loved her so fucking much. My sister was student of the year twice in elementary school. I always got student of the month somewhere along the year, but my sister, she was student of the year kindergarten, and she was student of the year. Hell, she may have been student of the year 3 times. I think she was student of the year 4th grade and 5th grade, or maybe it was. I don't know, y'all. My sister was probably student of the year. My sister was so quiet and just well behaved. I just talked a lot. Like, I wasn't bad or anything. I just talked a lot. And if my teacher moved me by their desk, I'm talking to you. Like, they like, Keesha, be quiet. But I always did my work. Oh, I was in talented. I was also able to test into talented and gifted in 2nd grade too. But my sister was so innocent and so sweet and so respectful. I had like a little spice to me. But my sister, like, the school loved her. And then y'all know my sister had surgery when she was in elementary school. She had surgery on her back and on her legs. Like, the school did something for her. Like, it was so big. That school loved her. Like, that school loved her so much. Like, they would probably have her in the dang on wedding if somebody was getting married. I want to see those pictures. Like, I'd be intrigued with stuff like this. That is so cute. Your school must have loved you too. Are you still in contact with that teacher? Oh, it just said it too. We're still cool to this day. That is so cute. I love that. It says I tried taking a real estate. But honestly, the math was the easiest part to me. And I hate math. I was always happy when I got a math question. When you take the final, the way that they give you, it's not even really like formulas that you really have to know. It's just, to me, it was more, I don't know. Now, the online taking the math stuff was a lot more challenging than when I got to the final exam. Now, those are the questions I was like, okay, I know, at least I know the math. At least I know the math. Because most people, they're like, okay, you don't know the math, you really about to flunk out. But I don't know. I gotta know what state you in, because some states are much easier and then some states are much harder. But anyways, y'all, it's 11:30. Does it get difficult for you balancing real estate business with content creation and having a business? Yes, for sure. Real estate is my passion, I would say. YouTube is my hobby that I just happen to get paid to do. And I also love YouTube. I wouldn't stop YouTube indefinitely because the girls literally love watching the videos, and I love sharing moments of my life with you guys, and you guys have grown to be a part of my family, seriously. Like, and it really means so much to me to have you guys be there after all this time. But I guess it's a little bit, now that I don't vlog as much, I found a better balance, and just knowing that I have to have a balance between the stuff that I'm doing or I'm going to burn myself out. And I'm not afraid to tell my customers that what my business is. Real estate customers, credit repair customers, I'm quick to tell somebody, I'm not going to burn myself out for this job. Like, not at all. I'm stressed. If I'm stressed, we got to take some steps back. We got to figure it out, because it can get overwhelming overall. And I'm a mom. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be overwhelmed, because being a mother is the most stressful, overwhelming job of them all. So I don't want to be so stressed out with my jobs that now I got to take it out on my kids. You get what I'm saying? So I just found a balance that works for myself. And Jeremy is extremely helpful, and my mom, of course, is extremely helpful. Both of those people, I don't know what I would do when it comes, like if I'm down to the wire with work, I can be able to take a step back from momming, and Jeremy can take over 100%, or my mom can step up a little bit more if I need her to. And we just all balance in that regard. Like Jeremy's working on his business stuff, and he has been working tirelessly for the last few, probably like 2 months. Yeah, 2 months that he's been working on his business stuff. So when he's locked in and focused on that, then I'm able to do a little bit more, and we just able to balance. So that's just kind of how it is. Key, did you see my text? It's a lot to write. Like texting my phone. If you did text my phone, I will check it as soon as I get off. But I know I don't want to hold y'all up any longer. This has been so nice to talk to you guys. Oh no, you said on here, so let me try to scroll up. Where's just a way to like click a name and like where'd you write it at? That was the first comment I saw. I don't see it. I don't see it. How far away was it? Because I'm back at 10:30 mark and I still don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm like 2 hours back and I still don't see it. You're welcome. Oh, it says 3rd grade teacher. Oh, shoot. What did I just do? 3rd grade teacher. Are you still selling the course for how to study for the exam? I think me and Ashley took that off. Did we? I gotta look on the website. But to be honest, we literally read. We ordered the Georgia real estate book, and we got the Georgia real estate content from our school that we were supposed to be studying. And then I was on YouTube with the Georgia real estate and the national prep course, and we also downloaded that. And then there's a really very complicated course. I forgot what it's called. I can get it and send it to you. But that's the hardest practice because there's so many different ways to practice. So we were taking hundreds of practice tests, like until we was mastering and getting hundreds consistently back to back. That's the best way I can tell you how to study. Like you just gotta, you gotta read all the information. You gotta record. Like we recorded ourselves. I would like, what's the this or that, or what's the da 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 da. I will record it. I will be on driving, taking practice exams. And then when I love to do practice exams on my phone because I can screenshot every wrong answer, and I would study when I'm driving. I'm studying every wrong answer I got, and even some of the right answers that I just guessed correctly, but I wasn't 100% sure when I guessed correctly, I would screenshot those. Like I was studying 24/7. 24/7. I am to want to message me privately because I don't see it. But I need to go ahead and get off. The girls got to wake up early. I got to wake up early, get my princesses ready. They be looking so cute. Their teacher was telling me today, she was like, girl, you be having your girls on the cutest little sweaters because they got to wear their uniforms, but we have so many different sweaters. And my mama got them some cute new little shoes. And it's just so cute. I love dressing girls up. Like, she was like, how do you be doing their hair every day? I'm like, girl, We about to get them some dookie braids because y'all know them big dookie braids. I gotta get them some dookie braids because it's so much easier for them to wake up with them braids and just going about their business. Y'all, let me tell y'all a funny story before I get off. I told y'all before, Jiya does not like when I embarrass her. When I dropped them off at school this morning, I didn't have my wig on. I had my scarf on that I went to bed with. Yeah, being ratchet coming out there. But Jiya was okay. She's okay. You just got up, mommy, blah, blah, blah. And she had asked me before I left, which it didn't dawn on me what she was asking me until later on when I picked her up. Cause she was just like, are you about to go home and get dressed to go somewhere, mommy? And I was like, no, mommy's just chilling today. I'm going to be working from home. And she gave me a kiss goodbye. When I picked her up and I had on the exact same outfit and the same exact scarf wrapped around my head, Jiya came from that little magic carpet in her pre-K class, came over there to me, and I'm like, Jiya, grabbing her, kissing her, missed you, baby. She looked at me and was like, mommy, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean, what am I doing? And she was like, why do you still have that scarf on your head? Why would you come up here with that scarf on your head like that? I was like, Jiya, I told you I was just chilling at the house today. She was like, you should have put that wig back on, mommy. I'm like, me and her teacher bust out laughing. We're like, what in the world? Like, she's like, she's right, mom. You should have put that wig. I was like, don't be egging her on. I just had my cute look, and I didn't even had it. It wasn't even looking ratchet. It was looking real cute. Like I had it like turban like y'all gonna see it in the dang on vlog when I get the next vlog out. Have exactly how I had it on there is how I showed back up to the school. I was like, y'all are just in preschool, honey. Nobody ain't checking for mommy. Like I just gotta come in here, get y'all, and go back out to the car. Jiya was like, no, mommy, you need to put that wig back on. I don't like wearing wigs, y'all. They make me uncomfortable. That's why I've been loving the glueless because I can just take them off. But especially when I have on a curly and you got to spray it, do all the other stuff to get out the door. I don't got time for all that. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all. Yeah, the girls are just, they got so much personality. I just can't wait. I'm in awe of their personality because they are just, I asked Jiya what all of our job descriptions was today, and I'm gonna post a clip of her talking about my job description because that was the cute part. But I said, "Oh, where does grandma?" She was. Did I ask her where? I said, "Where does grandma work?" And she's like, "Oh, grandma don't got no job. She just clean up." I was like, "What? What?" Like, I was cracking up. I was cracking up. That's so dang funny. They all so funny, y'all. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go now. I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next vlog and in the next live. Have a great night.